Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Plastered Dragon, your favorite internet dragon themed alcohol establishment. Yes, it's a small niche, as we've discussed before. Oh, I've just been licked. I believe that happened to Tracy in California. Maya has struck again. Welcome to Something Liquid This Way Comes. Yeah. Ah,
Fuck.
lost. Yeah, I'm a little bit grossed out. She knows, and there are rules in this house about licking people, but she knew that I was distracted and could not fend her off. So for you at home that were entertained, you're welcome, and for you who were disgusted, I apologize. I think we've hit all of the spectrums there. Now, welcome to Something Wicked This Way Comes. Before we get started, as usual, our announcements. Tomorrow night, we have a wonderful community theater fiasco in store that will be taking place around a table instead of talking head style for a change. We have Dragon Maya in town, and so we're taking advantage of her presence to get together as many times as we can with the old crew. So you will see uh, a bunch of us acting out horrible people in a community theater setting. On Friday, Web of Lies returns. We will not have Jonas. He is off on a side quest, and there may be a special guest appearing in his square. You'll have to tune in to find out. Saturday, Drunken Dread is back to its roots with a lot of drunk and a little bit of dread. And the special guest, Subsist Cyber, who is of our channel. Everybody knows subs, and everybody apparently is gunning for subs, and to a lesser extent, Maya. So Tracy and I are going to just sit back and try and cause ourselves some mayhem, but we feel like we'll probably mostly be spectators, and that's fine. Then Sunday, we have our AMA, our Ask Me Anything on the Chosen Family. If you go into our Discord, people can post questions in advance, or you can try and post questions on the night of, but obviously the questions that come in advance will take precedence. We're going to have everybody except Griff there to answer your questions about D&D, about the Chosen Family campaign, and as an added bonus, there will be a plot spoiler thrown in if you tune in. I am going to be revealing some information that even the players do not yet know. So that's a little incentive to come and check out our AMA. And then on Monday, we wrap back around to Chosen Family. I'm not going to throw spoilers out there for those who haven't seen it, but we will be dealing with the aftermath of a very dramatic episode. And with that, let us get down to our story. When we last left our heroes, they were still following leads and had decided to go the tattoo route. Since all of these cultists had been tattooed, they thought, hey, let's see if we can figure out who does magical tattoos. And it turned out to be a very small pool of people. They started with Sakai, but the kind of tattoos and the kind of magic involved here, he wouldn't touch. He was not about that life. And so he pointed them to uh, another man, Zardalev, who has more moral gray areas, shall we say. And they went to visit Zardalev, and he gave them some information about the tattooed men. And when they explained what these men were up to, he agreed to help them because not because he wants to turn in any of his clients so much as he's not a fan of the end of the world because he kind of likes the world. It's how he makes money. And in the meantime, Zuki was not interested in this conversation. There were far too many pretty and interesting toys and trinkets in this building, and so she started playing with them and eventually found a couple of magical items that were of interest to the party. And they now have a few more toys to play with that will help them in their fight. They decided after a quick meal at Boston Market to stake out the uh, curio shop. It was Zardlev's Oddities and Curios, and they were hoping to catch the cultists coming in so that they could decide what to do. The stakeout ran a bit long, and so Zuki and Zephyr, who I've just realized on my map are switched. I have them in the wrong squares. At intermission, I will switch them back, but for now, everybody just be aware Reginald and Zephyr are in the wrong places, and nobody else caught it. But that happens. Uh, so they were doing this. They were doing the stakeout. The stakeout ran long, and Zuki and Zephyr, who Zephyr has realized that he is madly in love with Zuki, as only a young man of, how old is Zephyr now?
Zephyr is 19, but he is so socially backward
As
that
only a
he's
young
more like
man
a
of 19.
14-year-old.
Yeah, only a young man of 19 can really love as deeply and as rashly as that. And so he has fallen in love with Zuki, even though he's known her for what, 7 days?
How many more do I need?
Um, I think Zuki might suggest that the number should be higher, but again, that really, that's kind of more up to you, I suppose. That's a character choice. While they were off getting the pizza for everybody, Zuki had one of those waking nightmares that everybody seems to have. And in her nightmare, werewolves killed her mother. And Zephyr was one of the werewolves. Guldorak was another. Malmarathir was the third. And her father was the fourth werewolf. What does all of that mean? We don't know. But Zuki was severely traumatized by this and told Zephyr to stay back. But because of his great and abiding love for her, he rushed in and got stabbed for his troubles. Keel came to the rescue by driving the van through the creature that was causing the illusions, slamming it into the wall, but not setting off the van's airbags, which was a pretty impressive feat on his part. And then Reginald and Zephyr went to console a sobbing and broken Zuki on the ground, Zephyr loudly professing his love for her as he did so. And that is where we left our heroes. So we pick up right from that moment where the three of you are huddled together on the ground, Reginald cradling Zuki and Zephyr awkwardly wrapping his arms around both of them, crying and muttering and bleeding a little bit.
All right. Are there any civilians in the area that saw her with a flaming sword taking strikes at people?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Let's go 14 for perception.
14. You look around, and it seems like the streets are pretty empty at this hour. It looks like the spot that the creature chose to plan its attack is kind of between where the shops are and where you guys were staking out. So it seems reasonably deserted.
Keel, is the van still... Can it move?
Yes. Somehow,
Oh,
yes.
all right. I need someone to open the back, please.
I got it.
Or side.
I got it.
Yeah. Zephyr, can you walk? Are you all right? Can you make it to the van?
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay. All right. I need your help. All right.
I look down at my
I need-
chest. What is my shirt looking like right now?
Your shirt is sliced open, and you have a cut across your chest that is oozing a little bit, but the skin around it is blackened. But in spite of the fact that it was a flaming blade, it looks more like a frostbite than charred flesh.
Well, hoping that nobody's really noticed, I'm going to do a quick under my breath mending spell and fix my shirt.
Okay.
Am I conscious enough to realize what's happened and what I did to him?
You are conscious enough to realize what is happening. I'm going to give you perception at disadvantage to notice what's going on with him, because you've kind of collapsed in a ball and are sobbing somewhat uncontrollably and withdrawn into yourself.
Okay. 7 and a nat 1.
Yeah, no, you're still far too shaken up at the graphic images of your mother being torn apart by these werewolves, all of whom look like people that you've come to be close with and feel like you could trust.
Do I notice it though? Because he's wrapped around us, and I'm a little more put together.
I will give you also a perception, because also, again, you're mostly focused on Zuki because she is just an absolute mess. And he's like, I'm fine,
Right.
I'm fine. So you might not even look up at him. But go ahead and give me a
Right,
perception.
20, not nat.
Yeah, so as you glance up at him to say, Are you okay? You notice the cut, and you notice him quickly doing a mending to try and hide the damage to the shirt.
All right. No, let's get her. Let's get her inside the van, and I will just straight up like Dad carry.
Yeah.
Carry her into the van and keeping an eye out for anything. Is the body of the woman still pressed up against the wall, or is
No.
that gone?
It is gone.
Okay.
It evaporated into black mist.
Okay.
And as he's walking towards the van, I
Ah.
hurry and jump in and kind of make myself useful in bringing her into the van.
Okay, so you go in and Reg, you start to lift her into the van, and Zephyr tries to take her from you to get her the rest of the way in the van.
I think I've got it. I appreciate you looking out, Zephyr, but just watch out for her. Okay?
I will.
Okay. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Does Zephyr know that he knows?
You could do an insight to see if you detect any notes of sympathy or pity in his voice.
That'll be an 18.
Are you trying to cover up the fact that you were aware that he cut himself, or that she cut him?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah, you feel like he knows.
I kind of try to meet his eyes and try to look as pleading as possible that he doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Nick, what are you doing while all this is going on, Nick?
So who's injured? What do we got? Who needs triage? Who needs touching? Who needs hugging?
I believe Zuki and is more emotionally hurt than anything, and I'm going to be honest.
Okay, so we got one hug. What else?
I think we just need to make sure Zuki's okay. I think.
Okay, two hugs. All right, we're good.
Nick, would you actually mind taking passenger seat with Keel, and I will sit back here with Zuki and Zephyr for the time being.
I feel uncomfortable in shotgun.
You feel uncomfortable in shotgun. All right. Why don't you come sit here with Zephyr, and we will give Zuki a little bit of time. I imagine this is like one of those, like 2 rows, like driver, passenger, and then 2-row vans.
Yep.
Like, yeah. So I will lay Zuki in the back, and I will take off my coat and drape it across her like a blanket.
Gotcha.
Or something like that. And then I will jump passenger, and as I do that, I go, Zuki, Zephyr, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to lose this opportunity. Are you all right if we go and continue on in case we get the phone call that the other people are showing up to the tattoo shop?
I'm fine. We can go on.
Let's
Reggie,
go.
how far is it from your apartment?
It's a good
great
ways
question.
away. It's a good ways away. It would take you probably a half hour to drive there and back.
It's a good ways away. It'll probably take like 30
God damn
minutes
it.
to get there and back.
Thanks
for that.
Question for the DM, in the immediate area of where we're at, does Keel know of a place where, maybe we can stay and wait? That's relatively close by.
I mean, there's seedy kind of hotels nearby that would not be super expensive. That you could probably, like a Motel 6 or a Red Roof Inn or one of those $60 a night chains.
Well, Reggie, I don't think Zuki should be here right now. She needs to take some time to herself, recover. Probably Zephyr as well.
Cool. I'm going to let you say that to her, and then I'm just going to turn around and watch as you say that to her. So please take your time. Think of what words you're going to use. Think of what sort of what you're bringing to the table.
All right.
Okay.
Keel turns to face everybody behind him. Zuki, Zephyr, that was a pretty traumatic experience. I think it might be best if we hold up, maybe take an hour or two, let you guys kind of rest and recuperate. Me and Reggie can stay back and watch the place, and we can call if we see anything. And I'd use a persuasion attempt.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh.
Give me a persuasion.
It's at 19 plus 3, 22.
Okay. I'm going to say for a player character, it's a wisdom save to not be persuaded because it
Sorry, plus 6, so that's 25.
Ooh.
25. You have
Oh.
a wisdom save against a 25 to
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. Well, I didn't get it. How about you, Zuki?
13, but I have a wisdom save of +8, which is 21.
So you have your normal resistances to this, but the way that Keel is saying it feels so it makes sense, and he's catching you at a weak moment. You're emotionally drained, and he's making sense.
I'm looking at Zuki, and where she goes, I'm going. That's all I'm going to say.
I need a few minutes. I'll be okay later. I need a few minutes.
Right. I know there's a couple of places around here. They're not best condition, but we can rent a room for the night. You, Nick, and Zephyr can hang back. Me and Reggie can scope out the place. And like I said, we can call in if we see anything.
I still don't feel good about you guys doing this on your own. Maybe we should just wait for tomorrow night.
I'm with Reggie on this one. We can't miss this kind of an opportunity. But I swear we won't engage these guys unless we know it's a fighting chance.
I think
Look
we're
over. Does
forgetting
Nicholas know how to drive?
Sure. I've seen it done. I've seen people do it all the time.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with unless we have a fighting chance. I mean, technically, there's always a fighting chance. How about not engage them? Information gathering, and we can all go back tomorrow.
Tell you what, Zuki, I will employ the same level of tact that you employ when it comes to engaging or not engaging. I swear that I will hold myself to a high level of standard.
I'll give you another wisdom save in response to that.
Me?
Yeah, because you know what he's intimating there, and that's enough to kind of nudge you back in the other
Or
direction.
maybe she doesn't.
Uh-oh.
15.
Nope, she doesn't.
Gonna need a dice jail.
Maybe Maya can make you one while she's in town.
It's okay. I need to get Dice Beach and bring it in here.
Guys, on the list, Maya and I added unspecified Maya Dad craft project. So it could be a dice jail. We don't know. We haven't decided. In fact, it posted in the common room ideas for a Maya Dad craft project. I realized what a poor decision that was as soon as it left my lips.
For Zuki, I kind of feel like it has to be a roach motel, right?
It does.
Like one of those little and you go in there and you think about what you did, and then they come out.
Bad dice come in and they don't come out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
Keel gives Nick directions to the nearest hotel, and you guys, Zuki, Zephyr, and Nick, head off.
Do you
there.
realize what you've done? Do you realize what you've done? This is going fast, real fast. So
The
bad.
hotel clerk is like, I'm sorry, all we have is the honeymoon suite. So
Wait, if they don't-
you
if they-
are,
Regardless, that's what we're getting. If you didn't know this coming up, it's the honeymoon suite or nothing.
Yeah,
I will put them in the van.
You basically sent the world's worst wingman with Zuki and Zephyr. What could go wrong?
Wow, this is going great.
Yeah.
All right. So while you guys are headed
Yeah.
off to the hotel, Reg and Keel, you guys are hanging out there, watching, keeping your eye on the door. You're a little ways away. Actually, I remember you parked out of sight, didn't you? Because you were going to try and just.
We did. We wanted to be at like a distance that we could still use the spell, but that we weren't like, "Hello, we're a weird van that's outside the shop." Like, look at
Now,
us.
how long does locate object last? Because I feel like you probably have to cast it periodically. I don't think
Let
it's
me
one of those
take a
things
look.
that's multiple hours. While you're looking that up, let's go to the hotel. So, Nick, Zuki, and Zephyr, you walk into a. Oh no, you walk. You
No,
didn't
no, no.
drive.
Yeah. Let them. They'll stay in the van. I'll take care of this, guys. I've got the card. I'll go get us the room. You guys wait here. I don't want you to move around, jostle too much. I'll drive you up to the room.
No. You don't have the. You don't. They have the van. You don't have the. Oh,
What?
did you,
They got the van? I thought we got the van.
are you
I drive.
are you giving them the van, and so you guys are just kind of hiding outside, or for your stakeout? How are we doing this?
It makes more sense to me to for us to have the van,
Stakeout should
Drop-
have the van.
drop Nick off, drop everyone off at the lobby, and then swing by and pick them up when we're on the hunt. But
Okay,
I would
so
defer
you're going to
to
drive
Keel.
away from the stakeout to drop them off.
How,
So what
Um,
you're saying is
So what you're saying? I'm just
no,
asking.
we're calling them an Uber. The
Okay.
Uber is picking them up and driving them to the hotel, and we're keeping in communication.
All right.
And yes, that is what we are
So Nicholas doesn't need to drive. He's just in the Uber.
doing. He's just in the Uber.
All right. So you guys get the Uber to the hotel, and you come up. You
I'll
see.
tell them to wait outside. Obviously.
Okay. So the two of you are waiting outside, and Nicholas, you go in, and there's a guy behind the counter who looks like he's maybe 19. Looks like he'd rather be anywhere other than here. He's probably not getting more than minimum wage. He's got his headphones on. He's like looking at a screen.
I'll tap on the counter.
Oh, yeah. What do you want?
Need a room? I need your honeymoon suite. Pronto.
You need the one now?
Your fanciest room. The
Oh,
honeymoon.
you. Oh, but I mean, yeah, sure, whatever you say, sir.
It's gonna be the greatest day of my life.
You understand this is a Red Roof Inn, right? I mean,
Fanciest. If you got that heart-shaped pool, rotating bed, whatever you got, I want it.
Sure. Let me see what I got. And he looks down. I got a room on the 3rd floor that isn't looking at the highway. How's that?
Does it have a heart-shaped bed?
No, none of our rooms got a heart-shaped bed.
You're killing me.
Hey, you want something nice? Go into Boston. It's 20 minutes away.
All right, what's the nicest you got?
The room on the 3rd floor that doesn't look at the highway.
Is it at least fancy?
All our rooms are the same. It's a Red Roof Inn.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, I'm going to need a credit card and the driver license to reserve the room. We won't charge the card until you leave, but it covers incidentals, like if you go into the mini bar or the snacks or... And he goes, and he takes your card, and he goes and runs it, and he... How many room keys you need?
One.
Okay. Are you by yourself? How many of you in this room?
Just one.
He really slowly hands across the room key, slides a piece of paper across, and lays a pen down and says, I just need you to sign at the bottom. And he kind of like pulls his hands back from the counter and takes a small step back.
Thank you.
Okay, honestly, him saying one is better than I've got 2 teenagers outside waiting to get in
Yeah,
bed.
because that wouldn't have been awkward at all. Yeah, I got these 2 teenagers, and I was just saying, this is going to be the best night of my life. That's bad.
There's no way it ended well at all. I mean, just
That would
period.
have good. Yeah. Hold on, let me make this phone call to the police. All right, 1 second. Hold on.
All right. Meantime, Zuki and Zephyr, you guys are standing outside a Red Roof Inn in not the greatest part of town. What's going on out there?
Am I aware enough by now and conscious enough by now to realize what's happened and what I did to him?
You still don't realize it was him.
Well, I realized that I had a dream. Like everybody had dreams, and I had a dream too, right?
You do realize you had a dream and that you lashed out, but just like the other werewolves weren't real and weren't there when you woke up, you have no reason to believe, because you had such a poor perception afterward, you have no reason to believe that anyone or anything else was real.
So did she know that I was a werewolf?
No,
or
she did
Okay.
not. There was a werewolf that she could not understand in front of her, and that when she told it to stay away, it ran at her, so she had no choice but to stab it. And then when all of the images went away, Reginald was there, and you were there, and he was holding her, and you were hugging her and him. And so, for all you know, neither of them was there in the vision, because Reginald was physically there, but the other werewolves behind you disappeared. So, in theory, it could have been possible that Zephyr just appeared as well.
Right. Well, he was with me before, so I know he
Yes.
was with me before, and he was with me afterwards, but he disappeared during the course of that dream.
Mm-hmm. Or you couldn't see him for whatever reason.
Right. I am so sorry. I know what happened. I just don't. I'm sorry.
There's no reason to apologize. You're fine. Are you okay?
Did you see them? Could you see them?
All I saw was your mother, I'm guessing, is what you said, until Kill came up and took her out. And I didn't even notice how weird she was until that whole thing happened.
So there wasn't anybody there. You didn't see all the werewolves?
There weren't any werewolves. You were just outside of yourself. It almost seemed like you started swinging your sword and everything. It scared me to death. I thought, I didn't know what to think. I tried casting protection from evil on you. I tried calming you down. I played a beautiful song to you, and
I couldn't see you. He cast protection on evil. You cast protection on before on me, right? I know that's a touch spell because you cast it on me once before, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I would guess so.
I didn't even see you there. You would have had to touch me to cast that spell, and I didn't feel you touch me. You weren't there.
I actually tried to tackle you and take you to the ground so you wouldn't hurt yourself, but
No, that wasn't you.
You're just so strong that you got away, and
that wasn't. Am I able to put the pieces together from this?
I think, yeah, you probably are at this point, because
the werewolf touched me. He tackled me. The werewolf tackled me. That like the motions are the same.
Yeah, he's filling in the gaps for you.
All right. So you were the other werewolf.
I
mean, you weren't the other werewolf, but you were the other.
All I know is I tried to catch Cure Light.
Oh God,
No. I'm fine.
No.
It's okay.
No, that was real. My scimitar is real. How did I not hit you?
I'm fine.
No,
we just need to make sure you're okay.
Did I hit you?
And Zephyr's kind of hedging around and everything.
No, just answer me. Did I hit you?
You didn't hurt me that bad.
I can help. Let me see.
What do you want to see?
I didn't hurt you that bad. It means I hurt you. Let me see. I can help you. Listen, we're getting ready to go to
Sheepishly,
sleep.
he-
I am going to take a rest. I will be fine. Let me see. I want to help.
Sheepishly, he reaches down and he pulls up his shirt.
And you see this slash mark across his chest with the blackened, frostbitten skin around it.
She casts Cure Wounds.
Okay?
But she has to
that's
touch me to do
touch
it,
base.
right?
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Okay.
She touches the wound and casts Cure Wounds. And that is a
D8 plus
1d8.
5, I think.
Yeah, D8 plus 5, I think is my spellcasting modifier. Why do I have plus 8? Yeah, it's proficiency in wisdom, right? Is my spellcasting modifier?
That's the spellcasting
So that's plus
modifier.
8?
That's for attacks.
Plus 5, got it.
Yep.
My brain was stupid for a minute. Sorry.
That's okay. I forgive your brain.
Okay. 3 plus 5, so that's 8.
Okay. Does
it
that
heal
bring you up to full?
That doesn't take me full. I'm still 2 down, but it certainly
Okay.
takes me.
So you see the blackness go away and the wound go to like a small cut, kind of scabbing over a bit, but it looks a lot better than it did.
Okay, but it's not totally healed.
No, it's not.
I cast it again.
Okay. And then
This
the
time
wound-
I've got my hand up there over her hand, just saying.
All right, but D8
And-
plus 5 is going to
yeah.
from the other two. It's a 11.
Oh
and
yeah.
so as you cast it the second time, he reaches up and grabs your hand and holds it.
She
against my heart.
casts and she pulls it back. She's like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was you.
It
I
wasn't
would
you
have done that to you."
You're fine. Thank you. Thank you for the healing.
You don't need to thank me for healing you after I just stabbed you.
And he's just so confused and everything, and he's just
A little bit flushed.
stammering, very flushed at the moment. Kind of.
Listen, we need to go back and we need to help them. And I understand that I may need rest, which is stupid because I shouldn't need rest because everybody else went through
No.
this and they were fine and we were off
Let's
to do
take a
adventures
quick
and-
rest and everything. It's okay. They'll be all right. They're big boys. They'll be okay. They can handle pretty much anything we've seen so far.
I don't necessarily think that's true because we've seen an awful lot of shit so far. But
As you look off in the distance and you see a flying
Let's-
spider with a van hanging underneath it.
Do we see a flying spider
No.
with a van hanging?
No, I'm kidding.
I know.
so not yet. We don't see it yet.
You're too far.
So let's go and
Let's take a short rest while we're here.
then let's go.
That'll
find
make
our-
them feel better about everything if we do that.
Okay. So we go inside.
Okay, so you guys go inside and
Which actually, how is this structure? Is this one of those things where he would take the key out and then we would have to go down? Like we don't have to go into the lobby to get to the rooms.
yeah, this is one of those where it has like the stairwells outside and stuff. So yeah, he could come outside to you. So Nick, you go
Okay.
outside and you've got a room key.
Follow me, guys. We go back.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the van, you guys are sitting there, watching and waiting. And do we figure out how you have to do the spell?
Yeah, so locate object only lasts, it's a 10-minute duration.
So you're not going to be able to keep it cast at all times, which means if you want to stake out, you're going to need to be in sight of the door.
Right.
Well, he also said that he would call us as they
Right.
were
Yep.
leaving and stuff like that too. So we have that as soon as they bolt. We can, but we should stay pretty close.
Yeah. So maybe you're just around the corner or in an
Yeah.
alley or something. And about 40 minutes after Zuki, Zephyr, and Nicholas head off to the hotel, you get a text message on your phone, and it just says they're here now. And there's some misspellings because it looks like it was kind of a one-handed no-look text message.
I'll show it to Reggie, and sounds like this is it.
Oh God, do we go pick them up now? Then I mean, I feel like they just got there.
Let's sit and watch. With inside of the door, maybe we can get a count of how many there are as they're leaving, and
Yeah,
if we're feeling it, I'm thinking 3 or less. I say we go for it.
I like it. All right.
Okay, so you sit there, waiting and waiting, and a good hour goes by with no communication or contact from Zardlev. Are you doing anything?
I say cast. Like if it's been an hour and we haven't seen anything, this is enough time for them to have somewhat of a small rest. But we need to know if the cover's blown.
Right. And I'll cast locate objects. I know we had determined what it was, but it's been a week since then. I can't remember exactly what it was.
One of your
Crane.
origami.
Right.
The crane.
I'll cast locate object on that origami crane we gave to Sakai.
Oh, no, you gave to Zardlev, not
Or
Sakai.
to Zardlev, yeah.
And you sense the crane, and it is still within the shop.
Definitely pass that info on. My guess is they're doing the tattoos now. We may be able to get them by surprise if we go now.
Are you talking about going inside the shop and just kicking ass?
Maybe we can go in looking like we're browsing, get a head count.
Well, I'm imagining the shop isn't operating under normal business hours, but I love this idea more than anything in the world. Should we call the group, have them Uber back to the location, and then maybe you and I go and scope out the place? Like, get just a little closer in the van? Because if we were watching the entrance and we got a text saying that they've arrived, there's a back door then, or another entrance inside the shop. Correct, Brian? Am I right to assume that?
You
Did
are.
we see people? Have people been coming and going?
No, there hasn't been a lot of business traffic really, but you didn't get a good enough look inside to know if there was another exit.
Okay. Yeah. So I will, Keel, if you don't mind, texting them and saying rest time is over and please head back this way.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Which will give us 10 minutes because you will be aware if that origami thing moves, it means they're on the move and we can intercept if need be. If not, we wait for the cavalry.
Right.
Okay, Nick, you get a text message from Keel. What's it say, Keel?
It says it's time. That's all it is.
Now, and now for the room, would you have gotten like a queen bed or 2 twins?
Just one bed.
So you guys go into the room and there's just one bed and there's 3 of you. What do you get? What do you do?
I call couch by the bed. By the wall. Couch by the wall.
Now, is it just a single room that's in there?
It is a single room, yes.
And how many chairs? I didn't catch that.
There's a couch and there's a bed. And it's not a big couch. This is not a fancy hotel. This is not a business traveler's hotel. This is a budget hotel.
I look over awkwardly at Zuki and I tell her, you can have the bed.
No. Wait a second. Listen. Clearly, you guys share the bed. It's not a big deal. I'll take the couch. We're good. Get a couple of shut eye. We're good. All right, couch. Got it. Anybody? Questions?
I don't need to sleep right now. I need to rest. I can go sit in a corner and rest. I don't need a bed.
Oh, take the bed. I'll sit in the corner. I'm okay.
Listen, the only one of us who got injured in the last battle was you. I was fine. I
You
didn't
just
get
went
injured.
through a
If one of us needs to
total
rest-
episode. Just lie down. I'll tell you what, let's take the pillows and we can put them across the middle of the bed. And I don't need to be lying down. I'm fine. In fact, I'd like, my best thing is just to sing.
So I heard him say something about getting injured.
Yeah.
And what happened?
It's nothing.
He didn't say it was nothing.
It was an accident.
I
It was-
sliced him across the chest with my
It was
scimitar.
inadvertent. It's not her fault.
Healed.
Why would you do that?
Because I thought he was a werewolf.
He looks like a werewolf.
Oh, I'm sorry. You saw right through the whole. Was it a spider or a clown? No, spider. You saw through the whole spider thing instantly, right?
Wait, you got attacked? You guys got attacked?
Where have you been?
The nightmare.
Yes.
Yes.
She had an episode. She had one of the nightmares like we've all had. And just an accident happened. It's no big deal. She's actually Zuki already took care of it. I'm fine. In fact, I feel better right now than I felt in a long time. In fact,
Well,
let me just play a song of rest. Lie down, let me ease your
professional-
mind.
It's my professional opinion that after an incident like that, I don't care who you are, what you did, what you say, both of you, put your asses on the bed. I want you sleeping within the next 5 minutes, or I'm going to put you to sleep.
Well, then you're going to have to put me to sleep because I am going to sit in that corner
Oh, I'm going to drag her
until
back.
everyone feels well enough to go back and join the group.
Suki, I get it. You want to be a strong woman. This is not that time. Settle down, zip it up, put your butt on that bed, lay down, take a nap.
Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
ready to
I
go.
tuned out when you started getting really condescending.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Listen, you can't solve all your problems by being Miss Tuffy Pants. So settle down, put it down over there,
I don't
let's
have to
get back
feel
under
good.
control, and then we can go out and we can.
I just want to feel better. And I would change it if I could. I'm sick of sadness altogether. Oh, I could use a distraction to cope with my life so I'm a little more healthy. See the sun every night. I don't have to feel good. I just want to feel better. I've got too much alone time. I could share some with you.
You know, speaking of putting somebody to
Some
sleep,
kind of sun.
he could probably use an
Shine.
extra rest.
And the smiles over.
You're the one who needs to rest. Go lay down.
She talking to me?
Yes.
Can't
Go
you
rest.
hear my song? I'm
I'm
fine.
hearing your song. It's a wonderful song. Go rest.
I sit down on the bed
Okay.
with my back against the headboard, but I don't quit singing.
Okay. Zuki, do you head to the corner?
Yes.
Okay. And do you start trying to meditate or
Yeah, because she does a little bit of that. It doesn't really give her long
even though
rests.
she right,
And
even though
I'm
she's not
guessing
full
nobody
elf.
really needs it, but I'm doing a song of rest. That's
Okay.
all that this
Yeah,
is.
it's not going to provide any benefit because nobody's down any hit points. But
Nobody's down. That's fine.
yeah, you from your mom, you learned about meditation when she was trying to teach you about your dad. Even though it doesn't have the benefit because you're not an elf, you're a half elf. It's more a cultural
And
heritage
honestly,
thing.
it's probably less meditation than her thinking through everybody that she saw in that vision and thinking through why those people would be in that vision and kind of just going over and over and over what she saw in her mind. It's probably not as restful as it could be, but that's probably what she's doing right now.
Yeah, and
I've
the
got
singing is
too
probably a
much
little bit distracting
alone
because you're trying to
time.
focus,
Let me share some with you.
and you're probably a little bit annoyed at everybody fussing over you. So
Yeah.
all of this extra stimulation is not soothing you.
No.
Give me a perception at disadvantage.
Three, 8, 11.
Okay, thanks.
The other one was a 19.
If you hadn't been so distracted, you might have noticed it. Meanwhile, back at the so then you get your text. this about a half hour passes after this, and so the room is still very tense with Zephyr trying to force soothing feelings upon someone that does not want to be soothed, and the person who he is forcing his attention on trying desperately to ignore him so that she can sort through her feelings, and Nick trying to figure out how to bring these two together. It's a fiasco, and so it's just a room full of awkward. And then your phone goes zzz, zzz.
I'm gonna take it outside.
Okay, but you all hear his phone, the text notification, and you see Nick get up and walk out of the room.
I actually get up off the bed and go walk over towards the door behind him,
Okay. And
Is
it
that-
says,
abruptly stopping my music.
it says it's time.
Oh, I wouldn't let him see it. I would have.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just reminding you what it said.
So I'm outside. I'm like, time for what?
Did we see that his phone went off or that he checked his phone?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna go out after him and say, is that them?
Okay.
What? Who?
Is that them?
No, I've got some work stuff I'm trying to deal with.
That's not Reggie and Keel?
No, I'm just trying to deal with some work stuff real quick.
Oh, you son of a.
Deception
Insight.
check? Insight,
Yeah.
whatever.
So you roll insight. He rolls.
Detection?
You roll insight. He rolls deception.
Okay. Mhm.
What do you got, Nick?
That was an 11.
I got a 17.
No, it's work stuff. It's not them.
God.
I turn around and head back to the bed, knowing that it's just work stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna close the door and kind of step outside for a little bit. Look, I'm texting more.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step back in. Hey guys, I need to go down to the front desk for real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No shenanigans. And
Okay.
then I text for an Uber, call for an Uber.
Okay.
She has the eyes of an angel
So you get in
and
the
a
Uber.
heart made of gold.
And then I'll
But
take the Uber
nobody
real quick back to the other.
even knows.
Okay, so you head back to the other.
She walks with her hands
And-
in her pockets, wears a hat pulled down low so that everyone will leave her alone.
Okay, Zuki.
Is he
Nick.
still singing?
Yeah. And so you're sitting there trying to quiet your mind again. Zephyr comes back in, sits on the bed, and sings. And he sings for about 10 minutes straight. And Nick is still at the front desk. He said he just had to go down for a second. He's been down there for like 10 minutes. Reg, Keel, Nick gets out of the Uber and walks over to the van. It's been about 10 minutes.
Hello.
And it's as the spell ends, it's still in the shop, the crane.
You look lighter. I'd say like 200 pounds lighter. Where
I
are?
know, been on a diet. It's
Zook.
really working.
Well, you do look good, and it's
Shame
keto,
stuff.
right? I've heard about keto.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's fantastic.
I was actually referring to Zuki and Zephyr.
Oh yeah, they're still resting.
They chose not to come.
Yeah, sure.
Insight check.
Can I help with that?
That's like the weakest. Yeah, sure.
You
I don't
guys,
know why-
you guys can both
Insight.
you guys can both insight on that. And Nick, give me another deception.
Not really deceptive. Oh, hey, 3. A 3.
Plus what?
A 3.
0.
Okay, so Reg, can you beat a 3 on your insight check?
Yes, I can. I see your 3, and I raise you a 24.
Okay, so he's like lying through his teeth, and it's not even a good lie.
Oh God, Nicholas, did you left them there because you're trying to match make? Do you realize the hell that you've unleashed upon you? Zephyr is going to be fine. Do you know what a girl who can turn into a cockroach. I pissed off Zuki one time, and you know what? Let's leave it a surprise. That's fine. I don't know if I agree with your choice, but
I'll fill you in.
please.
It was my
Okay.
professional opinion that
Yes.
they clearly needed to either individually or as a group work some shit out. She was way over the top. So she's clearly got some issues she needs to work on. So
Mhm.
whatever we're going on, she needs to sit this one out. Zephyr obviously got injured, but come on,
Yes.
you've seen it. He is 100% head over heels for her, and that needs to take a little break. Why not be in proximity?
Okay. Well, that's great. I mean, I would hate to question your methods, but I'm seriously going to question your methods because I feel like even if the god of love themselves came down and touched them and they fell in love, when they find out of the duplicity, they're not going to be super thrilled.
Who's gonna find? Are you telling them? You're telling them you're gonna be the guy?
Oh
You're
no,
that guy?
no, I don't think we're going to have to when they go looking for you soon and realize you're not there. Did you leave a note? Did you say I'm stepping out to get food or coffee?
I said it was work related.
And you told them you were leaving?
Sure.
Yep. Yep. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right. Nick, I love you. I do. And your heart is in the right place. You beautiful, beautiful man. But I think
She's seriously damaged. She's seriously damaged. You know this.
Oh, my friend, you have no idea what's coming at you.
I'm not and that's the problem. I'm not a psychologist, okay?
No,
I'm a freaking nurse.
I know.
I'm not a
I know.
psychologist, but in my professional opinion, she needs mental help.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. And
Keel-
that's pretty high.
Keel, would you mind texting Zephyr and let them know?
They don't have a phone.
Zephyr doesn't have
They-
a phone. Zuki does not have a phone.
does not- Son
And
of
I knew this.
I know you
Yep.
did. I know you did.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
regardless, we can't miss this opportunity. We'll. Gosh, Nick.
It's
Nick-
listen, if we get into some stuff, do you really want emotionally challenged girl and our favorite little bard getting injured again? By the way, did you guys know that she sliced him? You guys saw that, right?
I was aware, and I didn't feel like the right time to talk about it. My only concern now is that
Keel, your phone goes off.
Pulling it out immediately.
They just left.
Nick, go back to the hotel and keep an eye on Zuki and Zephyr, and just explain something came up. I can't have the two of them alone. You're right. Zephyr is not in a good place, and Zuki's not in a good place. But I would rather you be there with them if something went
Those
wrong.
guys walking by.
We have to go. We have to go. So make up your mind. Would you like to come with us, or do you want to head back and protect the two other people back at the hotel?
Fine, I've got the only key.
Okay.
So it doesn't
All
mean
right.
they can't leave. Regardless, we got to go. We got to move now.
We gotta go.
Logic.
Cast it.
Okay.
Go.
All right, so you cast a spell. Meantime, so like I said, it's 10 minutes. Nick hasn't come back from the front desk. He said he was just running down there for a minute. The music has been going for 10 minutes nonstop. What do you do?
See you standing
How far away is this hotel
But you're
from
so
where we were? I know we took an Uber, but like how far are we looking?
starving
you took a-
for your attention. You don't even know my
Zephyr, he has
name.
been gone for a while. Can you stop singing for like 4 frickin' seconds so that we can figure out where he went?
He immediately stops and takes a big swallow.
It's not.
He said he'd be right back.
It's not that far of a walk. I'd give you an insight check to have kind of paid enough attention on the route to find your way back. it would normally be a 10-minute walk, but because of your ability as an urchin, you could do it in 5.
Okay. What if I was a little bit faster? Like in a different form?
If you were a little bit faster, then
Like if I could move, I don't know, more like 40 feet per.
so you'd basically be doing 80 instead of 60. So it's 1.5 times. You cut it to
I
like
think they're a little faster.
3 minutes.
Okay. Another question, because I haven't encountered this before. Can a person ride a tiger in tiger form?
A person can ride a tiger in tiger form. It will slow you down a little bit because you're carrying, but yes, a person can absolutely ride a tiger.
Oh God. Oh,
I
God.
win. I win.
All right.
Oh God.
So
You also remember
I
that
say-
you also remember that he can fly with his lyre.
oh, that's right. He can fly. Okay, that's even better.
Dang
Cool.
you! Curse you, Brian!
The
Ah!
DM failed.
Okay. So I say, listen, he's been gone and I'm suspicious. Let's go down to the lobby. We can't lock up the door, but oh well.
I agree. If Zuki said it, it must be good.
Right. So we go down to the lobby and there's nobody there.
He's not at the front desk, and you ask the guy at the desk. And no, I haven't seen him since he went up to the room. Who are you?
So you didn't see him come down and out. We were looking for our friend.
Who are you?
But
I mean,
he wasn't in his room. Did you see him leave?
yeah, your car came up, and I think he got in a car and drove off.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll just go chase him down. He probably just left for the appointment early. Okay, thank you. So I look at Zephyr. How fast can you fly?
Oh, I can fly about super fast, about 120 feet a minute. I don't know. How do you call that?
That's really fast. Okay.
My fly speed is 60.
All right. Ooh, you're fast. Okay.
It's only
Well, I
been a
don't
week.
know the feet.
Did
So
you
I'm
say
like,
it
see
just
if
like
you can
that?
keep up.
Is that
I
how you
wild
said
shape
it?
to a tiger, and
No, I
I
didn't
just
say it
dash
just like that.
action as fast as I can towards
Okay.
where they were.
She basically goes around the corner, turns into a tiger, and just takes off at a run. Doesn't even tell you what she's doing. She just bolts. Are you following?
Oh man! First, I gotta just think to myself, "Oh, what a woman!" And yes, I then cast fly on myself, and I'm following.
Okay. It
Oh,
only-
and I have keen smell as a tiger.
yes.
Does that make me more? Well, no, he went in a car. Never mind. But I can at least get to where they are.
And give me the insight check to see how well you know the route.
Okay. Finally, well, sort of. 19.
19 is pretty good. So you know some shortcuts and such to get there a little bit faster.
Okay.
You don't have to go straight. It's like it took 10 minutes because there's stoplights, and you got to go on roads, and you're cutting through alleys and through yards, and some kid
Cool,
is
cool.
call-
Just let me know when I see Nick.
some kid is calling animal control and trying to say that there's a tiger running loose. But and then you come into sight of the van, and you guys are starting to. Are you getting out of the van to follow, or are you like creeping along in the van trying to keep pace with?
I think I believe a van creeping, like driving down the street, is less inconspicuous than like 3 people that are just whistling nonchalantly and like. But I would defer to Keel here. It's his vehicle. Like I.
So we saw them exit. How many were there?
Well, no, right now you haven't. You're around the corner because you were trying not to be the creepy van in front of the shop. He just said they were on the move, and so you cast the spell, and you're sensing the crane leaving the store. And then it looks like it turns in the opposite direction from where you are and starts moving down the street.
Yeah, no, Keel's getting out of the van and
Okay.
focused on
All right.
that.
I'm following with then, and we're having a loud, not a loud, but an animated discussion.
You're trying
to hide in plain.
Right, hide in plain sight, kind of be inconspicuous. I'm going to call it a stealth check even though you're not trying to be quiet, you're trying to use urban cunning. So we'll call it a stealth check. If each of you wants to
Stealth.
give me a stealth.
Yes. Okay. 16.
16?
10.
10?
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey, I'm at disadvantage with stealth in my armor.
that's okay. That's all right.
So you guys are walking and you're having your conversation. Zuki, you come into sight and you see Nick, Keel, and Reginald having an animated conversation. There's laughing and joking, and you kind of see this from a distance.
Cool. I run and pounce and
Okay.
pin Nick.
Okay,
Or at
go
least I
ahead. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
15 plus 5.
That's going to hit. So
Oh,
he,
actually, yeah, and he has to make a DC 13 strength save, or he is not prone.
I got an 11 plus 2. That's 13.
okay, so you do make it. You feel how much damage do you do on your pounce?
Oh, it's no damage on the pounce. It's just that if I pounce, then I can bite or claw him.
Okay.
But I'm not planning on biting or clawing him. I was just trying to knock him
So
to the ground.
you guys are walking along and you see Nick stumble forward a couple steps as something slams into your back, and you turn around and there's a tiger crouched and snarling at you. And Reg, you turn, but you pretty much know what you're going to see even before you turn because you've heard this song before.
No, as soon as I see it's her, I just keep walking.
Okay.
Did the group in front of us notice the tiger pouncing?
So they kind of look back and see a tiger crouched and snarling at on these guys that were being kind of noisy and trying a little too hard to seem like they were just out having a casual night. And the two guys turn and bolt down the alley. And there was a person that they were kind of holding between them. They just let him fall to the ground and they just take off.
Keel curses and sprints after the two guys.
Okay.
I will back up Keel and I will say, somebody get to the guy that's on the ground, please. And so I will take off after the two men that
Okay.
are running.
I'm going to leave Nick to get to the guy on the ground, and I will take off after them to go get the other guys because I can move fast.
Okay.
And that guy on the ground can be Nick's problem.
Okay. Nick, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow along with Reggie.
So you leave the guy, you ignore the guy on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, Zephyr, what are you going to do?
I don't even see the guy on the ground. I'm following Zuki. And
That's
do I
right.
notice what they're chasing after?
Yeah, you see the two guys ditch into the alley.
Okay, I'm actually going to be flying to see if I can do a cutoff maneuver on them.
Okay. Zuki, you are outpacing everybody else, and at the rate that you are going, and given your skills as a tiger, you are going to close and catch up to them in about 4 rounds as they're like, hurtling over things in alleyways and jumping up fire escapes and things like this. And as a tiger, you can kind of bound and leap.
Now, is she going to be
Zephyr,
faster than I am on this?
she is faster than you are because of her urchin trait, which allows her to travel at double speed in urban environments. By no
Can
means.
I do a dash speed on my flight, though?
Right, and she's also doing a dash speed, so
Okay, so
she's
beating
basically
out my 120.
she's basically double. So
How
she's
far away are they?
they're probably a couple hundred feet.
Well, as soon as I can get to them, I'm going to pounce on one of the guys.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Ha! 8.
Okay. You pounce and you miss. And they keep running. Zephyr, you're probably about 100 feet away at this point because you're going 120, she's going 160, everybody else is going about 60.
Okay, I've got my total Superman pose going. and I'm doing my best to get in front of where these guys are running.
Okay, in another round or so, you'll be able to get in front of them.
Okay.
So, to be clear, I probably saw Zephyr supermaning above us and Zuki tigering ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And if Keel was running ahead of me, and I see Nick probably on pace, I realized that nobody went and picked up the person that was on the ground.
I will give you a perception to notice Nick running behind you because he went after you, so he's probably a little ways behind.
That's a 21.
You do hear footsteps behind you, and as you glance over your shoulder, you see Nick.
I freeze in my tracks. I say, Keel, keep going. Be careful. And I immediately book it back to wherever this person was that was left on the ground.
Okay.
And I'll follow Reggie.
And
This way. Yeah.
And Nick doubles back with you. Okay, so you guys turn. So you hear the footsteps behind you again. Now he's going to,
Yeah. Nick, with me. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Zuki, give me another pounce.
And so what I tried to do was, it was two guys running parallel, right?
Yep.
So I tried to circle around and just do the pounce on the second guy
Okay.
to at least make it a smoother, because I've got to run 20 feet to be able to attempt that bounce. 16?
Yep. You hit. So it's DC 13 strength save.
Yes.
Oof. Nat 20. Sorry. So you shove him,
So
and he
he's
stumbles.
not prone, but I can still bite him, I believe. No,
Oh.
I don't get a bonus bite.
Yeah, I think it's a bonus. If it's a bonus to knock him
it's a
down.
bonus bite if I knock them prone. Okay.
All right, Zephyr, you are circling around front.
Oh, but that's a movement. I still get an attack, don't I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. So sure, you can still attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
So-
movement. That's just a bonus if I. Okay. So I still get to attack. So I'm gonna claw him.
Okay.
But I'm unsuccessful at that because it's an 8.
That does miss. Zephyr, what are you doing?
Okay, can I take my movement to get in front of them
Mhm.
and land and cast a spell? Do I have
Yes.
time for all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to make a 3-point superhero landing with my guitar held out and everything.
Okay.
And turn around, and I'm actually going to cast Run Away, Little Girl. Run away, and casting Fear from 30 feet back. And
Give me
casting it.
Give me an acrobatics just to see how impressive you look on that 3-point landing.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, that'll be a 20.
Okay, you actually look pretty impressive with your 3-point land. Your
Did
superhero.
Zuki see me?
No, because she also came from the other direction and she pounced at them, so she has her back to you. But they saw it and they were,
Both impressed?
indifferent,
Yes.
but it looked impressive.
Okay. All right,
Cultists are hard to
casting
impress.
Fear.
Okay.
Casting Fear. It's a 30-foot cone that emanates from myself.
Does it discriminate against targets, or is it anyone in the cone?
No, I would have done what I could to put myself in a position.
She is between you and them.
Well, she's going to get it then.
Okay, what kind of save is it?
It's the Wisdom
Well, at least it's a wisdom save.
16.
Okay, Zuki. Please be a nat one. How good?
Oh, there they are.
How
Okay.
good for story would that be?
20.
Okay, no.
No,
nice.
it's wisdom save.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
That's even better. It's 22.
Okay, so you feel some fear wash over you from behind, and you just put it out of your mind. And the cultists that are in front of you, if that's what they are, but they look like the guys that you're used to seeing. They're bald, fairly nondescript clothing. You see their eyes glow briefly, and they also don't seem affected.
I hate these guys.
And let's see, they are both going to reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch me.
Okay, one of them misses, and the other one manages to get a palm onto Zuki. One of them has a palm glowing with white energy. The other one has a palm glowing with black energy. The one with the white energy manages to touch you for 19 points of damage. Radiant damage.
Ouch.
How many points does a tiger have?
Less than that.
Does
Wait,
it?
hang on. Oh, no. 37.
Okay, so
37.
you're knocked down to
Okay.
half from that one shot.
Yeah.
And then they both split up and both in different directions. You get an opportunity attack on one of them.
Okay.
Light or dark?
Yeah.
Light meat or dark meat?
The one I just hit.
No, you didn't hit, remember?
Oh, I didn't. That's right, I missed. 8.
So which one did you want to try for?
The one I just.
The one that you missed. Okay.
Yeah.
So that will be dark.
That's good. That's 18 plus 5.
That hits.
Okay. So it's going to be claw is a D8. 2 plus 3, 5 damage.
Okay. You make a slash across his back, his clothing tears, and a little spatter of blood goes. All right, so that was their turn. Keel, you work your way a bit closer. Nick and Reg, you start to double back. It's going to be a couple rounds before you get to where the guy was. So we're back around to Zuki and Zephyr.
Zuki first. Slash at him again.
Okay. Now you can I was gonna say, you can pounce because he did run. The fact that you hit him did not stop him from running.
Ooh. Okay. Well, then I will bounce.
Okay. How much was it?
Oh, I picked it back up because although it's not saying that with pounce I have to roll to attack. It's just saying pounce I have to move 20 feet. And then it's a DC strength save. Do I
Okay, so then
roll
you don't
to pounce?
No, I wouldn't think so then if it's just it's saying that you're basically moving into his space.
Yeah.
Oh, that is only a 6.
Yay, so I do get to bite him.
So yeah, you leap and you pin him to the ground.
Okay, so now I totally don't bite him. That was a 2.
He is prone. You have advantage on a melee attack on prone opponents.
That was an 18. So
Then
yes, I do.
You do bite him.
18 plus 5. Okay, and so that is a D10, which is right here. 7 plus 3, 10 damage.
Ooh. You tear a bite out of his shoulder, a big chunk, and he's like bleeding.
Okay.
Zephyr?
Now, I'm trying to get a picture of where we're at right now. I was thinking we were in an alleyway.
No, they've like climbed a fire escape, gone across a roof, and they're climbed back down, so street level right now. And Zuki has one pinned to the ground, and the other one has gone in the other direction.
Okay.
So you can either stay and support Zuki, or you can try and chase down her other playmate. If it makes a difference, the other playmate is the one that hurt her.
Well, heck yeah, it makes a difference. How far away is this guy from me right now?
About 40 feet.
I am going to play just the most discordant riff you've ever heard on a guitar. Sounds kind of like fingernails going down a blackboard and everything, making as much noise as I can. And I'm doing a
Dissonant whispers.
whispering right into his ears there.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a good one for him. I kill with my words, my linguistic blade. I parry and thrust till my point is made. With rapier wit like a long, cold knife, I pierce your soul and diminish your life.
He is not frightened by that. He does make his save, so I believe that is half damage.
I think he takes half damage, and you don't have to move away if you don't want to.
Fortunately, he does want to move away, so.
Okay, I'm going to take my movement. Well, let me roll the damage.
Yeah, roll some damage.
8, 9, 10. So that'll be 5 points of damage to him.
Okay.
And I'm doing my Superman takeoff.
Okay. So you're gonna
And
fly
I'm
in.
following.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Keel, you can now see you're basically climbing down the fire escape now, and you can see from where you are that Zuki has one pinned, and that Zephyr is chasing another one down the street. Reg and Nick, you come back into the alleyway where the guy was dropped, and you don't see anybody at the mouth of the alley.
Yep. Okay. We will turn around and head back the way we came then.
Okay.
The body is gone, right? Like the body that they dropped. You're saying it's not in the same place?
I'm saying it is not in the same place, but you can go and look and see if you can pick up the trail if you want.
Yeah, I will. I would rather do that. Let me look and see if we can figure it out. Like perception, investigation.
Next round you'll be there, and you can kind of do an investigation or a survival check. Or
Sounds
And
good.
Brian, I should have rolled 4d6 instead of the 3d6 that I
Okay.
rolled because I went up a level.
okay,
So that's 1 more point of damage to him.
okay,
I'm assuming we round down correctly.
you do round down, yes. And so on his turn, he continues running, and the one that is pinned by Zuki is going to make an attack at disadvantage. And he is going to try and cast a spell, but because he is pinned to the ground. Oh, actually, it's Tiger armor class, so it's not Zuki armor class. Does a 15 hit Tiger?
It does.
Okay. He casts a little bolt of bluish energy from his hand for 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And it wraps back around to Zuki again.
Okay. And I realized I was doing this wrong. Not that we need to go back and change, but I looked it up, and that pounce is not an action. That pounce is my movement.
Okay.
So when I pounce, I can get that bonus action, but I still get an actual action. So
So you could have clawed and bit. That makes more
I
sense.
could have. We don't have to go back to it,
Yep.
but if I do it again.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to slash at him again. Another
Slash or bite.
bite. Actually, I'm gonna bite because that's a
Okay.
higher damage. So I will bite at him, and it is a 11 to hit.
Did you do advantage because he's prone?
Oh, I did not.
I thought I only
That was
heard one
nat
die.
20.
Nat 20. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's 2d10s plus 3. 8, 9, 11 damage.
Okay. So as he's thrashing around and you're trying to get some purchase with your teeth, you inadvertently puncture his neck, and he goes unconscious and starts bleeding out. Zephyr?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm doing what I can to get in front of this guy again.
Okay. You can use your move to get ahead of him.
Okay, can I also land?
Yeah.
And I'm going to, again, make that a awful screeching sound with my guitar. I shall pierce your soul with my quick sharpened tongue. Not unlike serpent's fang, to your heart you'll be stung. I deliver this prose, fatal verbal thrust, piercing soul's armor from dust unto dust.
Give me a perception check.
That would be a nat 20.
You've noticed that every time you try to affect his mind, his eyes glow a little bit, and he seems unfazed by it.
Killing me, man, killing me. Okay. As a bonus action, can I take off again?
You would have used your whole movement to get there.
Okay. That's where I'm at.
How much damage?
Oh,
4d6 halved.
3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll be 5.
Okay. All right, Reg and Nick, you make it to the entrance to the alleyway. Did you want to do a survival check to track or an investigation check to try to look for clues?
I will do a survival check.
Okay. Nick?
Does a passive 17 investigation help in any way?
I'm sorry, what?
A passive investigation.
There's no such thing as passive investigation. A passive perception of 17, if there is something to notice, might help, but
Actually, D&D Beyond gives me a passive investigation as well.
what? Is this a new thing?
I don't know. I've got 11 for my passive investigation, 17 for my passive wisdom insight, and a 14 for perception.
It was just added on the sheet. I didn't know.
I'll have to look,
Oh.
because passive investigation,
I have that too.
That shows under senses, just under the saving throws. I've got a box there.
perhaps
Yeah.
perhaps Fire can shed some light in the Twitch chat. We'll see. But if it says you have a passive investigation, then I guess that's a thing now. Reg, do you have a passive
Because of-
investigation?
I do, and it's very big. My passive perception is 25, and my passive investigation
Whoa.
20 because of the observant feat. All of those get bumped up massively. All the
Wow.
passives.
Very nice.
Okay, in which case you will pick up a whole lot more
So-
information. So go ahead and make your survival check.
Okay.
As you, as a natural investigator, take in the whole scene at a glance.
17 survival.
And you start to look around and you pick up a lot of things. Like you pick up the fact that whoever was here was not in full possession of their faculties. It looks like they fell roughly to the ground and struggled to get up, and it looks like they headed off away from the shop.
I relay that information to Nick and then start following the trail
Okay.
if there is any towards where this person stumbled to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you're following the trail. That brings us back around to Zuki, and because this guy is down Keel, you will actually be there next round to assist if you want, or you can continue to try and go after Zephyr. But Zuki first.
Oh, good. I was going to ask how far away he is. So, okay, can I medically stabilize him without bringing him back to health? I don't want him running away on me, but I also don't want
you
him to
could-
die before we can talk to him.
You would have to shift out of tiger form to do it, but you can medically. You could make a medicine check to try and stabilize him without him dying.
Or I
Or
can
coming
count
conscious.
on- Is Keel going to be there within one round?
He is.
And that's probably something he would think to do.
It might be. You don't know.
I know. Because I don't want to lose my wild shape. Okay, I'm gonna trust him. I'm going to run towards the other guy and try the same pounce thing on him.
Okay, he's a little bit too far. You have to do a dash because he took off in the other direction while you ran this way. So you can get.
Okay, dash action.
Okay, so you can get over toward him on this turn. Okay, Keel, you see Zuki leap off of the prone and bleeding form of a cultist and take off in another direction.
Can I see if he's breathing at all, or is anything like that?
I'll give you a bonus action to make a perception. What's your passive perception?
15.
15. He does appear to be breathing, but it is shallow and ragged.
I'm gonna run over to him
Okay.
because if he's still alive, I want to get answers out of him.
Okay. Are you going to use any lay on of hands? Are you going to do a medicine check to stabilize him? How are you going to stop this bleeding?
So yeah, he's bleeding from the neck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use lay on of hands to cover the wound and basically bring him back, but not to full consciousness.
Well, you have to give him at least a hit point, which will bring him to consciousness.
Okay.
If you don't want him conscious, you have to do a medicine check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my lay on of hands for one
Okay.
point.
All right, so he wakes up, but his turn was basically lost by being unconscious. Zephyr. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I never did the other guy's turn when you did your thing last time.
Yep.
He's going to run at you since you're still on the ground, and does an 18 hit.
Yes.
Okay. He is doing that die fell on the floor. Good thing I didn't need it. He is doing the glowing hands thing.
The dark glow.
The dark glow, and you take 22 points of
Ouch.
radiant damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Can I tell if this guy has slowed down at all from anything I've done to him so far?
What's your passive perception?
Is 14.
You're not sure.
Okay.
If you wanted to use a bonus action to check him out, you could.
Not right now. I'm going to actually start in a oh wow, wow, wow. Oh wow, 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 thunder. And actually casting shatter on this guy.
Okay.
And casting
That's
it at third level.
That I believe is a Constitution save, which he fails.
Constitution save. And that's 4d8.
Okay.
By the way, my dissonant whispers were done at a second level.
Okay. Good to know.
So just need to make sure you're aware. 7, 8 plus 5. So that's going to be 13.
13 on 4d8.
Yep. I know, it sucked.
There's some blood trickling from his nose and his ears, and he kind of staggers from that.
Okay. Oh, wait, I cast that at third, so I get one more d8.
Okay.
Another 2.
In that case, he drops to the ground. Blood from his ears and his nose.
And is he unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do a healing word on myself.
Okay. Zuki, you get over there in tiger form.
My song, healing me softly.
I will. If I medically stabilize him, he doesn't regain consciousness. He just doesn't die.
Right.
Okay, then I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Which is a 9 plus a 14.
Yep. You see, it seems like the bleeding stops, and his breathing seems to stabilize to you.
Okay, and that's a full action for me, correct?
That is a full action, and it assumes you came out of your wild shape.
Yes, it does. I did.
Because tigers are not great at medicine.
Really?
I've heard this. I've heard this.
And they hate pepper.
See, I've got this stuff called Tiger Balm, and it's pretty awesome.
All right, Keel. It's your turn, and this guy has regained consciousness, and he's laying on the ground in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna punch him in the face to try and knock him out.
Okay. Go ahead. Attack at advantage. So you're going for non-lethal damage.
Heel punch.
That is a a 18 to hit.
Yep. So he goes unconscious.
Yay.
Do you guys remember the scene in Back to the Future 2 where Biff gets up finally and like Marty punches him and knocks him out again? Like, that's up. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are out of combat. Meantime, Reg and Nick, you're following the trail, and eventually you come to a guy kind of staggering along with one hand on a wall. He's like walking. He's just kind of walking and like feeling his way.
Excuse me, sir. You all right?
What?
Are you okay?
Don't come near me.
No. We're here to help. You look like you're not in a good place, and my friend here is trained in medicine.
I don't know. Wait. And he like kind of doubles over for a second and shakes his head. Nick, give me an insight.
18 total.
Seems like he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. You've seen this kind of behavior before.
Gotcha. Does he have any tattoos that we can see?
Nope, not that you can see.
All right, I'll tell Reggie. He's clearly on something.
Yeah. No, okay. I'm going to walk over, and because I see we're still speaking to him, but we're behind
Yeah.
his back.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to walk in front of him.
Okay.
And do I recognize him at all? Is he bald? Is
He's
he
not-
fitting?
He is
The
not
MO.
bald. He does not fit the MO. You do not recognize him.
So we have reason to believe that you might have been drugged. Do you remember anything that happened this evening?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, they said that they would they'd hook me up if I just came with them, and
Fuck.
they gave me like $100 and some.
He's missing a soul.
Stuff to make me feel better, and I just it's all good now. I just gotta. And they said they'd call me later when they wanted me to, to pay me again, and I just gotta meet them up, and I just gotta go sleep it off.
Okay. Do we know of any place that he might be able to go? Do I know of a shelter, something like that?
You know of a shelter nearby that you could get him to.
Cool. And they said they were going to call you on your phone to let you know.
I don't have phone. They get back in touch with me again.
Cool.
They just know. They know to find me. Places I hang out. They just come by. Yeah.
Okay. What did they take anything from you, friend?
I don't think so. I mean, they gave me stuff. I don't
What did they
really
give you?
he holds up a little vial. There's a couple of little rocks in it.
Do we know this? Is this crystal?
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just. It's good. I just. I don't think it was pure. It's not. It's not quite. Man, but and then they gave me. He holds up some money. He pulls it out of his pocket. Yeah, and they just gave me some money. And he puts it back in his pocket. So I'll be good for a little bit now.
The first time that Nicholas and I went to the hospital, and we were learning about all these bodies of these John Does and people that had been on the streets, that had been found dead, and it was this strange sort of thing, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. Can we put two and two together that they're siphoning? Is it a huge leap to think that they're siphoning souls from some of the dejected, or
it's hard to say whether they're siphoning souls or just life energy or something, but there's definitely something off about the guy that is not just the drugs.
Fuck. Okay. I want to send him in the right direction. Maybe
Okay.
call him a cab or something, and get him taken care of as best I can, and then head back towards where
Okay.
last I saw the group.
Now, what are you guys doing with these two unconscious dudes?
Well, I'm actually rolling the one over and taking out a spare pair of socks I got in my satchel and stuffing it in his mouth,
Okay.
and looking around for something to tie that in with, and not really seeing anything. I'm going to go ahead and tear off the bottom of my T-shirt and wrap it around and tie his mouth, that inside his mouth.
What's your strength?
It is all of 10.
Yeah, you need a little help with the tearing of the shirt. You're like, and you finally you pull out something and you start cutting to get it started, and then you tear a strip off.
Okay.
It doesn't
I can
look
live with
nearly it, and Yuzuki's right there. It does not look nearly as cool as your 3-point landing. She saw this. She did not see that.
Of course. But did she see me use my socks to gag the guy?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Okay.
She's a little grossed out
that's
by it.
something. Hey,
Zuki,
No
what are
big
you
deal.
doing?
How close are we? The two guys, the guy that's over with Keel.
They're like maybe 100 or so feet apart because they went in different directions,
Okay.
but they didn't have much time to run before you guys took them out.
All right. And then how far back is Reggie? Like, is he even in sight of us?
No. You guys went up and over a building.
Okay. Okay. So there's like 3 of us together with these guys. Gosh, I'm with Nick at this point. Can we at least drag these 2 guys together and then we can at least talk to them in the same place so that we can
Sure.
feel some control over the situation?
yeah, let's get his hands tied behind his back first. And I unmanly cut off another bit of my t-shirt there. And so I've got a total midriff going now.
I was going to say he's got like one of those little crop top things going on, huh?
Yeah,
He does, and his your constitution is what, a 10 now?
it is.
So his physique is not all that impressive. He looks kind of scrawny underneath the midriff thing. He definitely could use an extra meal or two. And you see them dragging their guy over toward you.
All right.
So
Guys,
Keel-
do we wait till Reggie gets here to try to wake these guys up and talk to them a little bit? Or do you want to do this now?
Keela has been rifling through the guy's pockets to try and see if there's any type of indication of who he is.
No identification, no property, no nothing.
All right.
How visible is this place? Is this out of the way? Like nobody would see us with these 2 unconscious guys?
No, you're kind of it's not quite a main street, but it is a bigger street than the one that you were on. You think that it's possible a car could come by at any time.
How close is the alleyway from where we are?
You would have to
An
go back up
alley.
and you'd have to go back up and over the building.
Does it look like,
Can-
are
is
these
there any
buildings,
sort of out of the way place we could drag him behind or something?
or are these buildings, are they occupied? Can we tell? Or are they older, abandoned?
No, they're not abandoned. This is definitely an inhabited area.
Okay.
You could try. You think that you'd be less conspicuous inside one of the entryways to a building. You might be able to kind of hide in the shadows there.
And I think that's where
Guys,
we
let's-
probably drag him right now.
Yeah, let's drag him over there.
Has it been 10 minutes since I started flying?
Probably not.
Okay. I tell him I'm going to see if I can find Nicholas and Reggie real quick.
Okay.
And
I'll
I do
actually
my
toss my keys to Zephyr and say, "Bring the car around.
okay.
Park back where we were."
Okay. So you fly up and over, and you come down near Reg and Nick as they're putting a shaky-looking man into a cab.
Okay. And I tell him real quick where everybody else is and let him know that I'm heading to go grab the van with a gleam in my eye.
Do you? Okay, you're going to get the van. Do you know how to drive, Zephyr?
I know how to ride a motorcycle, actually, so it can't be that
You know what?
different, can it?
Yep. No, it's very different. There's actually 2 more wheels on this thing. So let's. Why don't you let me drive and you can show me where they are?
Well, how far
Yeah.
away is the van is my next question. And
Not far. It's
okay,
like-
I was
it's a-
thinking of
it's a-
flying there, but if I
it's
don't
a
have
few-
to, then
It's a few blocks. You would definitely get there quicker than they would if you flew.
I can just fly over there real quick and bring it up. And
Just
if you want to drive, then
no, just drive safe.
I've seen
go
my
slow.
mom drive.
Oh God. All right. Yes.
Oh, come on, she's an awesome driver. She's from China.
No, nope. Yes. Great. Yes.
I'll be right back. And I don't even say anything else. I take off.
Okay. So you go and you get to the van. You get in the driver's seat. Go ahead.
Can I see over the dashboard?
Yeah, you're not short.
Okay.
I mean, you're just scrawny. Go ahead and give me a.
Yeah, I'm pretty short.
Are you okay?
I'm
How tall are
5'2",
you?
but yes,
Oh,
I'm
5'2"?
5'2". I have to push the thing all the way up to the steering wheel and kind of lean forward a little bit, but I can see over the top.
Go
That's no
ahead and
big
give me a
deal.
d20.
Oh, I hope it's low.
You ruined my van.
That's 11.
Ran
Uh,
into a wall.
From a couple blocks away, you hear grinding sounds, and you hear squealing, and you hear an engine revving without going anywhere, and then finally the tires kind of peel out, and as you look, you see the van come swerving and zigzagging in your direction, and it stops short, like right in front of you guys.
I didn't hit nothing.
Great. That's great. I will drive us the rest of the way. Thank you so much. You did really well.
I get out of the
Actually.
driver's seat, but I don't even think about moving the seat back.
Okay.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, you walk in and you just drill your knee on the side. You know how it is, like someone that's a lot shorter than you goes and uses your car, and you just
Yep.
nail your knee.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Okay. God. Zephyr, we need to get you eating more food. We just got to milk or something. I don't know. We'll figure
And
it out.
you guys drive around the corner and pull up to where they are.
And
Yeah.
do I hear what Reggie's saying over the sound of my inhaler at the time?
No,
Oh.
you're pretty winded, and you took a pretty good beating. I don't think that healing word healed everything up fully, did it?
Nope, it didn't. I'm just over half.
He looks a little bit pale to you guys. All right, so you guys pull up and you see Zuki and Keel with two bodies kind of hiding in a doorway.
Wow. You guys bring us the sweetest things. This is so nice.
Look what the tiger dragged in.
Yeah. Let's throw them in the van and get out. Do we need both, or can we take one?
What are we gonna do with the other? Just leave him?
Yeah, I say bring them both.
Okay.
All right, so you guys throw them. So how are the bodies arranged in the car? Are they like in the back? Is like they're one
thrown
on each
in
of the
the
seats?
trunk. They're in the trunk, one on top of the other.
There's
So
a trunk in the
Face
van?
down.
well, they're in the way back of the van, so it's like
They're in like the
cargo-
hatchback area.
Yeah. Okay. Just piled on top of each other.
We're in a minivan?
Yes,
Oh, man.
I've had it since
I
high
had
school.
visions of
West.
the Mystery Machine, man.
All right. So
Oh.
I
you
can
guys.
tell that Zephyr is not looking great right
Yes,
now.
you can. Zephyr looks very unwell.
I'm probably in cold sweats at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I help you out, Zephyr? You're not looking well.
I take another puff. I'm okay, but if you want the help, you can.
All right. I cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on him.
Okay. That'll be 2d8 plus 5.
Yep. That is 15.
Oh, man, I'm ready for a marathon now.
Well, let's not get crazy.
No, it's a video game marathon.
Yes.
Oh, I got you. That's fine. That's fine. A Scooby Doo marathon, maybe.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. So as you're healing him, you hear murmurs and stirring from in the back of the van, and that is where we're going to take our break tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the late break, but we had to make sure they got through all of that battle first. We're going to take a short intermission, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes or so. We'll be right back for more Something Wicked. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the quick break. I hope you managed to get a snack or hit the restroom or get yourself a beverage. Right before intermission, our heroes had apprehended what they believed to be 2 cultists and trussed them up and threw them in the back of Keel's van. They had thought it was a battle van, but it turns out it's really just a Honda Odyssey.
It's the best kind of battle van.
Sources may disagree. It's it's one of those old scholarly debates as to what makes a battle van. But
I mean, they're entitled to their own wrong opinion.
that's fair. That's fair. And as you were pulling away from the curb, and where are you headed to, Reg?
So I was thinking about this. I don't really want to bring these guys to the apartment, but
We have a hotel.
we have a hotel. So why don't we bring these back to the hotel and set up shop there and speak
Okay.
to them there?
Yeah,
And that's closer too, right?
yeah.
Especially if this.
It's about 10 minutes away driving, just because
Yeah.
of stoplights and local.
2.5
streets.
minutes as Zephyr flies.
2.5 minutes. 3 minutes as the Zephyr flies.
3 minutes. This is F, guys. Cool. So yeah, we tool up to the hotel room.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have 2.5 minutes
Who's
in the van while
You
we're
have-
riding.
You have about 10 minutes in the van while you're riding, and as I said, these guys are stirring back there.
Oh, good. I punched Nick.
Okay. Go ahead. And
Whoa!
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, I punched him really poorly. That was a 4 plus, I don't know, whatever my
She punched him like a
Attack
girl
with
with her
fluency.
thumb inside her fist.
Yeah,
She
so she
probably
go-
hurt
God,
herself
I
more.
She goes
You
to
said
swi-
that, not me.
plus
She goes-
2.
she goes to swing at you, Nick, and you see it coming, and you just kind of lean out of the way.
Oh, it's so cute when she's angry.
Oh, children, now is not the time, please.
I hit him again after
Oh,
that.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
That was a 9.
it's the
Total.
most fun time of the day.
How dare you?
How dare
How
you,
dare
hothead?
you without us? How dare you not even tell us that you were leaving?
You guys were in a
That wasn't
position.
work, was it? That was them calling you on that phone.
What? I'm sorry. What were you talking about again?
I'm with Zuki on this one.
I
How
punched
could
him
you do
again.
that?
God, jeez.
Hello.
You
Hi.
guys needed some
No-
downtime. Nappy.
Nope. We are not going to use anyone's names at the moment. And we are going to pay more attention to the 2 people that are in the back of this van. So we are going to calm down and have this conversation another time in a safer setting, preferably with full body armor for both of you. But until then, let's concentrate on what's at hand here, please.
Oh, so you're totally okay with the fact that he didn't bother to tell us? You
No,
guys
I
needed
am not
help?
okay. I am not okay with the fact that there are priorities here, Zuki, and this is what I'm talking about. When it comes down to it and you have to make a big, hard decision, are you going to let your emotions control you? Are you going to control your emotions?
Oh, good. I have 2 dads here. Oh, I'm so happy.
Told you she wasn't gonna
I-
learn.
Fine.
What, Keel? Do you want to get on this too? You want to be dad too?
No,
No,
already
I
got
want
2 of
everyone
them.
to shut up. We've got 2 guys in the back of this van. We're seconds from waking up. You guys can't pull your heads out of your asses. Shut up. You nearly blew it for us back there's miss. But we can discuss this in a little bit. For the time being, we've got something to do, so let's get it done. And Keel sits in silence.
She slumps down in the seat with her arms crossed and just sits seething.
And Zephyr does the exact same thing.
Oh, God.
Reggie is like, I love the dad voice. I haven't heard it yet. and it
Reggie-
was very good.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. It's very cute. I'm sorry. It's great. Whatever. It's great.
from the back of the van, you hear a voice say, "I see the dark, I see the light. The dawn will come, and then the night." And then you don't hear anything else from back there.
Can I look back there?
Are you driving, or
No, I'm passenger with Keel.
okay? So when Keel and them got you, you helped load people back in, and so
Yeah.
So you're not riding
Who's
shotgun.
driving?
I'm riding shotgun.
Oh,
Then
I
you-
he's
assume
driving.
Keel-
Then you're not
Keel
going to be
is
able to see
driving?
Then you're not going to be able to see them from where you are. They're way in the
Okay.
back, behind the back seat.
All right.
Okay, which seat am I in?
You tell me. Are you in the middle one or the way back? Because-
Which seat is Zuki in?
Well, she's in the other one because she already said she was trying to hit Nick. So she's obviously positioned herself to sit next to Nick so she could hit him. So the two
Okay,
of them
so
are
I
in
guess
whichever
I'm
seat
in
you're
the
not.
other seat.
All right. Do you want to be
Which
the
is
middle
part
or the
of
way
my
back?
counting. I'll take the way back,
Okay, so you're on the way back. The two of you are in the middle.
and I'm going to actually turn around and look behind me after hearing the words.
Okay. You see two what look like unconscious cultists laying back there.
Can I tell if they're breathing or not?
You can give me a perception check.
Because I'm assuming we heard the rustling of them before, and now they're just laying still. Oh, yeah, that's a good perception. 7 plus. Oh, man, where'd my perception go? Oh, that's in the long list. Sorry. It's an 11.
You're not sure. They're kind of jumbled back there, and you keep hitting potholes and stuff, and so their bodies are bouncing a lot.
Now, are they both trussed up?
Yes, they are.
I reach down to see if I can feel a pulse.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
Another 11. Plus
it-
2, that'll be 13.
Top one or the bottom one?
Whichever one's closest to me right now.
That would be the
So
top
probably
one.
The top one.
He has pulse.
Okay. I decide to kind of ride on the sideways, kind of leaning up against the side and watching them back there.
Okay. You guys make it to the hotel.
Ooh.
Uh,
Oh, this is one of those outdoor ones, so we could probably
Yeah.
get them in without really being seen.
Yeah.
uh,
Can we do that? Can we try to do that? Can we
You
certainly
certainly
try?
Give me stealth. Whoever's carrying a body, it will be stealth at disadvantage.
I can cast invisibility on one of them if we want.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
Ooh,
Uh,
I can do pass without a trace on us.
Okay. So, which one are you casting invisibility on? The top one or the bottom one?
I will go ahead and do it on the top one.
Okay. There's now an invisible guy in the trunk.
Without taking hands off him. I know where
No,
he
I
still
mean,
is.
yeah, you can. You're not going to
Okay.
lose him.
And I have to cast pass without a trace as a level 3, even though it doesn't make a difference because I'm out of level 2 slots.
Okay.
So, but I cast, and so basically, all of our stealth rolls, we add a 10 to that.
Okay.
Cool.
So
I will carry the other one in then.
Okay, so give me stealth at disadvantage, Reg, because you still get the plus 10, but it is at disadvantage.
And then
That's a
Keel will be carrying the other.
all right. So that's a 14 plus 10, 24.
Okay, Keel, you're not at disadvantage because the guy's invisible, so even though it's going to be harder for you to do, it's less conspicuous since you're
Uh-huh.
not carrying a body technically.
Plus 10, that's 29.
Okay, Zuki, Nick, Zephyr, stealth checks.
19.
Okay,
Stealth plus 7.
Oh, actually, no, higher than that. I
19,
forgot to
plus 10.
actually add my
29.
24.
24. Nick,
10.
10.
You
And-
added 10 and got 10?
Oh, we get to add 10 to that?
Yeah.
When
Way to have your head in the game, Nick. Nice job. Reg, give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
This guy's not breathing. The one that you're carrying.
This guy's not. He's not breathing. Are we inside the hotel room?
You can be.
Okay, yeah. I announced it to everyone. I was like, this one's not breathing. This is a dead man. Or he's on his way.
Zephyr, drop the invisibility.
You're carrying the invisible one. Kill.
Right.
Okay, can we do a medicine check on him?
Yeah.
Nick, over here. Can you check on him? He's not breathing.
is that really a problem though?
No, I mean, not in the grand scheme of things.
I mean,
we
we got
still have
one
of
that's
them.
alive. Do we really need two that are alive?
Is there a magical way to look dead but not be dead?
There is.
Yes. I actually know how to do that.
Is there a way to see if that's the case for this one?
I
Detect magic.
suppose we could do that.
I
Yeah,
can do that.
can we see really quick as we're trussing up the other one, maybe tying him to the sofa or
All
just
right, I
having
use my last spell slot to cast a spell, detect magic as a level 3.
So you're detecting all the magic.
Oh yeah.
And you look both of these guys over, and there is nothing magical going on with either of them at the moment.
Okay. All right. I say we put this one in the bathroom, the one that's dead. And just is there I'm sure it's like a red roof, so it's not even one of those with a window to the outside. It's just one of those
Yeah.
small. Yeah. So we put him in the bathroom, and let's question this chucklehead over here.
While I'm here, because that detect magic is a 10-minute spell, do I see anything else around the room? Since I cast it anyway, can I do a quick walkthrough around the room and through the bathrooms and all that,
Sure.
just to make sure that there's nothing
Yeah, there's
weird here?
Yep, nothing weird here.
Okay, especially since we left the door open for all this time while we were gone.
Yeah, make sure nobody snuck in and tried to do anything sneaky. Not a bad call.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
So is this other one conscious?
Not yet. No.
This- Okay.
So while they're all gathered, I'll go into the one that's in the bathroom and I'll start casting a ritual spell, Gentle Repose. So he won't decay or become undead
Okay.
for these 10 days. It takes me about 10 minutes.
Sure, that works.
Well done.
Done.
All right. Can we slap this dude awake? How do we wake up
I mean-
someone who's unconscious?
Yeah, you could rouse him awake.
Yeah.
You know, the time honored throw water in his face or something like that. It's just like a
I'll
movie.
do that.
Zuki runs into the bathroom, gets a glass of water, kicks Nick while he's doing his ritual, and then brings the water back out.
Love you.
All right. And does he flutter awake?
Yeah, he kind of flutters awake and he starts looking around, and he's gagged and he's going, "Arr, arr, arr."
No, see, you're gagged. That's why no sound's coming out of your mouth right now. So,
He's just
so
calmly.
here's the deal. You are surrounded by people who fucking hate everything that you've been doing in this city and have no qualms with killing you. The only thing keeping you alive right now is we're hoping that you are smarter than your friend and that you will answer some questions that we have.
He smiles.
Nod your head if you understand. All right. Does anyone else want to take point on this? Does anyone have any questions for our friend here? No?
I
All
don't
right.
know that he seems pretty resistant to mind spells. I couldn't seem to affect him.
I'm going to take the gag out of your mouth slowly. if you start screaming, I'm going to have to shove it back in there, and we could probably just kill you and be done with it. So I take the gag out of his mouth.
He smiles again.
And would you like to introduce yourself? What is your name? What should we call you?
My name is not important.
It's a shitty name.
The mission is all. Your feelings are not important.
The mission is important, though. Working for the outsiders.
I see the cracks. The walls will fall. And he clamps his jaws down tight.
Shit. I pry his mouth open. Can I pry his mouth open?
You can try.
I want to try to pry his mouth open.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a d20.
Fuck. Should have checked for this. This is like a spy movie. It's just an 8 on the die.
His jaws are clenched, and you're pulling at it, and you see like some greenish foam trickling out of the corners of his mouth, and he starts to spasm and lurch, and his eyes roll back in his head.
He's gone, isn't he?
See, that medicine check that you wanted Nick to do would have told you that the other guy had done a similar thing and might have made you handle this guy differently.
I can still fix it.
Can you fix this?
If you call me back into the other room.
Nick, do you have a second? Do you have un momento, por favor?
Well, certainly. What's up?
Yeah. So this guy bit into a capsule in his mouth, and he's got green foam kind of coming out of his mouth. Really quick.
He's done the classic Bond poison himself. Okay.
I know.
Let me just hit him up with a little restoration here, lesser restoration, and that should clear the poison.
Okay, so you cast Lesser Restoration, and you now have an unpoisoned dead guy. Because Lesser Restoration does not restore life.
Oh, I thought that he had just poisoned himself. I didn't know he'd already died. wouldn't have wasted that. Sorry. I didn't know he was already dead. I clearly, as a nurse, would have known whether he was alive or dead.
All right. Well, let's start searching the bodies then. Doc, do they have anything on them?
Sadly, they do not. Same MO as the other ones that you have seen. You roll them over. They have the tattoos on the back of their head. But there's not.
I've got one other option.
Okay.
How bad do we need this guy back?
I mean, pretty bad.
All right.
He's got answers.
Okay, so I'll use Revivify on him, and I'll bring him back to 1 hit point.
Okay. Now,
Do you need to cure the poison first?
well, he already did.
Oh, okay. So he has expended that charge. Okay.
Yes. So do you have 2 third level spells, or is neutralize poison, or is restoration only a 2nd level?
That's the 2nd level.
Okay. So you've cleared the poison and you have revivified him. Now, future reference, Revivify, I believe, has a fairly high material component cost.
Correct.
So we will say that you had it for this one time, but going forward, you have to explicitly let me know where, when, and how you are getting them. Because I believe it's 250 gold worth of diamond dust, isn't it?
300.
300. So it's not something that, like, I would say that it's probably going to be in the multiple hundreds of dollars.
That's why I asked if it was very important.
This is very sweet, Brian. This is the equivalent of like your first taste is free.
That's right, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. All right, and so he stirs and looks around confused.
See, it turns out the people in the cracks, they didn't want you and they sent you back. So that fucking sucks. But now you get to talk with us a little more and there's nothing in your mouth, right? So you've got time.
He's not smiling now.
Oh, come on. And let's see, where was all the smiles from before? Remember you were all like Cheshire Cat and stuff. So you work for a cult that's bringing about the end of the world and the universe as we know it.
Your world will fall.
Now you mentioned that. Who exactly do you work for? Who gives you your orders? We're going to do the thing where I list off names, and I want to see if I get any sort of minuscule reaction from him.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
This is the vampires. Vampire Court. The werewolves. What about the Court of Shadows? Are you operating with them? Yep, there it is. Yep. Did he blink
No.
like you just did just
No.
now? Like, no? Any sort of reaction?
Give me an insight check.
Yes. What's one lower than 20?
19.
Yeah, that plus 10, so 29.
He hasn't reacted to any names that you've said.
Do you have agents in all of those places,
Brian,
all
as
working
he's
together?
doing this, I kind of start up a song behind him. Beat on the brat, beat on the brat, beat on the brat with the baseball bat. Oh yeah, uh-huh. And I give him a bardic inspiration there while he's working on him.
Okay.
And that's a D8 anytime you need it
In the next minute.
over the next minute.
Sweet. Did he react when I asked if there were sleeper agents in all the different organizations? I can do another insight check.
Give me another insight.
Less. 20, not nat.
Didn't seem to react to that either.
What about the assassins? What were their names? The blood assassins? Actually,
The Crimson Blade.
the Crimson Blade.
We are beyond your understanding. Your mind is too small for what is to come. Rejoice at the Enlightenment.
The Enlightenment? That sounds intense. So you part of the church at all?
The walls
The
will
Enlightenment?
fall. The four will be free. The light and the dark will ascend.
I'm sorry, the four as in the four horsemen of the apocalypse? Am I catching some religious iconography here?
I told you.
What?
Your mind is too small to comprehend.
Try me.
And he utters something. What languages does everybody speak here?
Sylvan.
Sylvan?
Mandarin Chinese.
Okay. It's not that.
Celestial, deep speech, Elvish, Sylvan.
It's not any of those.
Where is that?
Just Sylvan for me. You said celestial, Nick?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Celestial and Infernal for me.
Not any of those either. None of you recognize the language that he speaks, and he utters something. He shouts it practically.
Can I, using my memory, can I write it down as a notepad? Can I get the syllabic?
You can try and get the phonetics of it. I will give you I guess we'll call it perception.
All right, that's a 12 plus 10, so 22, and I'm using inspiration. I want to get this down.
Okay. And
All right. So yeah.
Reg, you and Zuki are having some I think some internet difficulties. You got a little choppy
Oh.
there.
Okay.
I think you're back though.
Okay.
No, you're fine now.
It's a 27
Okay.
with inspiration.
All right, you've and you like quickly scribble it down. And I mean it seems like gibberish to you, and it's really hard for you to even. It's like trying to even repronounce it. It doesn't even. It's like, is this a word? Is this even language?
Right. Okay.
Does it feel like he's casting a spell or something?
No, it doesn't. It feels like he was making a plea to someone or something.
Oh shit. Well, I'm done here. Should we kill him and be on our way then?
Wait, what? You're gonna kill him?
Well, he's a cult member, but he's been trying to kill people.
Without saying a single word to the group, Keel walks forward, his eyes flash with fire, puts his hand on the guy's face, and basically channels it through and ends his life.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Everyone will take... Let me just see real quick.
Oh.
Where is it?
We all take this damage?
Everyone will take... So that guy will take 8 points of damage. Everyone else will take 3 points of radiant damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Damn. All right.
Close smoldering.
So basically, he just kind of torches the body with radiant energy.
Is the guy still standing?
No.
Or is he's gone? He's dead, Jim.
I mean, he's unconscious right now. He didn't do more than his total hit points, so he may.
But
he
he's
may,
sinking.
He may
doing his,
survive.
Yeah.
He's going into
So,
the death save ritual.
all right. So what do you want to do here? We definitely have to get them back out somewhere else, or I can... Oh, I probably... Ooh. I have a cleanup crew, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get this cleaned up. Yeah, I know a guy. It's actually a ghoul. They eat the bodies. It's gross.
Nice.
But we'll get it taken care of. But we should probably get out of here. We have a little bit of information, but I honestly don't know who they're working for. And what is the for? The only thing that I could think of iconography-wise is the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which ties into some of the Christian themes that we saw in the church. Like, but I could be completely off base here. Keel, this is more your realm. Did you recognize any of that speech? I mean, anything about the cracks in between and releasing the 4 and light and darkness?
Would Keel have recognized anything like that?
Give me a religion check.
Where are you? That's a nat 20.
In terms of religious iconography, there are a few different religions that have 4, but the Catholic Church's 4 Horsemen motif, from Judgment Day, does seem to be the strongest of them.
And I'd relay that information, obviously. I won't mimic what you'd already said.
I appreciate that. It's nice that somebody out there cares about me.
I care about you, but that's why I want to share your insights with the world.
Word for word, which I so appreciate.
Yes, help me help you.
That's right.
So, what brings on the 4 Horsemen then? That's a question that I'm asking Keel.
Something to do with the whole 7 seals and everything.
Yeah,
correct?
7 seals, Antichrist, that sort of thing.
And does any of that, from what we've seen the last few days, ringing a bell?
Well, I mean,
Oh, God.
from Keel's perspective, it is possible to shoehorn some of what you've seen into end times mythology, but it doesn't all line up exactly.
No, it doesn't. But some of the stuff does fit up, doesn't it? The nails, right? Like the specific sort of rituals and things that have been done. So I also want to relay to all of you what we saw. We saw a gentleman that was being led by these two, and we think parts of his soul or his life essence were being siphoned off, and they were using him as almost a battery. Like parts of his essence were being utilized to, I assume, to tattoos, or to fuel this magic that they're storing in bodies.
Did that guy himself have a tattoo? Either on his neck or under his arm?
We didn't strip search him, and he seemed a little whacked out of his mind on whatever drugs they had given him in payment for his services. But whoever this group is, they are preying on the weak and the desolate people of Boston.
Should we check
Our
out these people
people.
to see if they have any tattoos other than the ones that we keep seeing on the backs of people's necks?
Yeah, we can do that. Can we search the body? I mean, we didn't find anything on the person, but does Zuki find any?
You guys do a pretty thorough search of these guys, and no tattoos other than the ones on the back of the neck. But you notice that the one that Keel burned is still breathing. It's been a couple minutes, and he's still breathing.
Okay. I mean, I think we're done here. I mean, we can hurt this person, but I mean, the fanatics are the hardest people to reach, right? This person is gone, in my opinion.
Well, we should probably at least put him out of his misery.
End it quick.
Can we do that? Can we figure out today? Yeah, we have everyone leave, and I will
You went all robot again. Can you say that again for me?
Why doesn't everyone leave, head out to the van, and I will put a crossbow bolt into him, and sort of end his life. Give him the piece that he didn't give everyone else.
Okay. So you shoot him, and he goes unconscious. His breathing starts to slow again. And do you just wait to make sure he's dead, or?
I want to make sure that he is dead.
And pull a Walking Dead on him.
I'm a robot again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, Reg. Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Oh,
Hang on, give him a second. See if that's any better. Go ahead, Reg.
Is that better?
Yes, much. So what do
Much
you do?
better.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I check to make sure he's dead after we
Okay.
shoot him.
And it takes 30 to 45 seconds, but eventually he does leave this mortal coil, and he bleeds out, and you leave him in a pool of blood on the Red Roof Inn floor.
Okay. And
And-
I make a call to the cleaners,
Yep.
whoever that may be.
I ask how long the cleaners are going to take once it gets back to with us.
They work on their timetable. I will give them the time it takes to check out of the hotel, and they can usually work within a larger timetable. It's just more expensive the shorter amount of time. If it takes like an hour or 5 minutes, that's when you have to pay the big bucks. But this gives them all night to get it done.
Okay.
Okay, and so you guys are back in the van now.
I don't know what to do. I mean, we can take this paper, but I feel like I've narrowed it down. Now I think it's like a church that's like a doomsday cult.
I know that it's late. I know we need to get some rest. I know that we may see this with more clarity on a night's sleep.
Okay. Let's head to the apartment then.
Okay.
And I will stay up and study the board and see if I can figure out a way to get all of this sorted in my mind.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything before bed? It is pretty late at this point.
Are we back at the apartment then, or?
Yes.
Is everybody heading back into rooms and stuff? Is Zuki gone into Reggie's room? Just wondering where people are at.
After all the debacle and Reggie acting the way he did last time, Reggie grabs Zuki grabs a shoot. Was there anybody sleeping on who's been sleeping on the couch?
I've been sleeping in the big chair.
You've
Not
been
sure who's on the couch.
Nick's been sleeping on the couch? Okay, then Zuki goes into Reggie's room, grabs the blanket and one of the pillows off of his bed, drags it off, and goes into the corner of the living room and like makes a nest in the corner of the living room.
Son of a bitch. All right. Yep. That tracks. Okay. Yeah.
So how close is the big chair to the corner she's in?
I would imagine not close, but I will let her decide that.
Oh, it would be an opposite corner.
At
Not
least I can
anymore.
watch her sleep. Yeah. I dragged the chair over to the same. I'm just kidding.
Reggie's staring at the board and trying to put things together. And as Zuki is getting stuff set up, he looks at her and Zephyr and says, "So are you two dating now?
What?
Are you two dating?"
Zephyr's eyes go wide, and he again has that deer in the headlight look.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you two an item? Do you put your lips against his lips and press your heads together like this sometimes?
Fuck you.
Okay. Just double checking.
And Zephyr's just burning bright red.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Zephyr's practically purple.
He is. He's a bard without words at the moment.
She turns over and puts her back to both of them and tries to go to sleep, but she's really angry.
Cool.
Zephyr actually takes this moment to go into the bathroom and he's gonna seal himself off in there and actually start a shower.
Okay. Nick?
I'm gonna not so subtly request that Reggie join me for a private parlay.
No hugs. No
Like
hugs.
in the hallway or something? Or
Yeah, we can go in the bedroom, honestly.
This is
Yes.
fun.
What is it? What is it,
Yeah.
Nick?
Okay. I see what you did there. I saw that. That was pretty interesting. So you understand how like teens work, right? Especially males.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yes.
may have been there once.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so clearly she's got an aggression issue. You may know a little bit
Yes.
more about that. Would love to help her out with that, but is there something that you know? What's going on with her? Because she's way over the top aggressive.
Do I know what's going on with the emotional teenage girl that is searching for answers on her family, that can shapeshift into different animals, cast magic spells, and I've been hiding from a governmental agency that wants to take her and test her, and she has the ability to basically run away from them at every turn, and who doesn't have a home or money or anything to her name? Do I know why she's angry?
Yes, that's about right.
No, I've got no idea.
Tap into your inner younger girl. I know it's there. Tap into it.
Here's what I do know. That the both of them don't have time for this. Whatever this is, Zephyr got hurt tonight. And whatever this is, whether it be good or bad, or whether it grows into something good or bad, Now is not the time for it. Emotions get you killed.
That's what we're
And
trying
I
to
am
work on.
okay. You are trying to push them together.
Nah, that's just for fun. That's
Don't-
just
don't-
silly. But that's just my own amusement. It's puppy love is the most beautiful thing ever. However, we do have 2 younger people in this group, and there is obviously no real connection between them, but he's a good kid. All right, Zephyr. And she could be a good kid if we could get her to level her head out. So I'm just trying to see what levels her head out.
You I can't believe I'm saying this. We are not her parents.
Yeah, but we've got to depend on her.
We do, and fuck, Nick. Maybe that's. I needed you to say this. I need to start treating her like a partner and not like a child, and being honest and upfront with her.
Meantime, what is Keel doing?
Keel's actually isolated himself into a corner somewhere
Okay.
and has knelt down and started meditating, trying to reach out to Valandris, his deity.
Okay. What are you saying to Valandris?
Please guide us, point us in a direction that we can find the answers that we so desperately need, along that kind of a line.
As you were thinking this and feeling confused and lost and uncertain, your phone vibrates.
Check it.
It's from your mom. She wants to know why you guys didn't stop by for cupcakes.
Oh.
Shoot her a quick text back. Sorry, Mom. They got ahead of us. I promise I'll stop by tomorrow.
She sends a little heart emoji.
Do the little kind of a weird, creepy wink, kissy face emoji back at her.
She sends a laugh one back. And Zuki, as you're laying there seething and trying to sort through what's going on, you hear a voice inside your head. It says, "I am sorry I didn't call sooner. Things are a bit chaotic here in winter. Are you safe and well? Love you, Dad."
I send back. I want to talk to you. When can this happen? I'm frustrated.
There's a long pause, and then you hear, "I understand. We should meet. When should I open a way for you?"
Oh, I can't now. I'm not in. Tomorrow. Tomorrow before noon.
Okay. He says, "This is my last of the day. We'll open a way for you in the morning. Head outside. Pretend you are going to get coffee."
Okay.
Can I come back out at this point from the bedroom?
Sure.
I will come back out of the bedroom and go up to Zuki and say,
Her back is turned, of course. She had said she turned over and she's just kind of seething.
Zook, can you hear me? Are you asleep?
I can hear you.
You handled yourself very well today. I don't think I tell you that enough, but you turned into a freaking tiger and made hard decisions, and I was very proud of you. I'm sorry if I embarrassed you with Zephyr. I just don't feel like now is the time. And I didn't know if you saw it, but I definitely did. And I'm worried that it could get him hurt or it could get you hurt, but you are a member of the team and deserve a bit of autonomy in your decisions. And sometimes I view you as a child.
Sometimes you treat me like a child.
And sometimes you act like a child. So, but sometimes I act like a pompous,
That's true.
stuffy asshole. So I'd like to promise you that it's going to get better, but it's not. I'm going to try. I'm going to certainly try. I'm just proud of you.
My dad contacted me.
What?
Just now.
Your dad contacted you? Was it a
Yep.
how?
He wants to
How?
meet.
Oh,
I wanted to say now. I knew that was a bad choice. So much for the spontaneous Zuki decisions, huh? I'm still going to meet with him.
that's great. When are you meeting with your dad?
Tomorrow.
Do you want any of us to go with you?
I don't think that's an option.
Good luck. Please try to be safe and try not to kill anyone while you're in the fairy world. Please don't eat anything or accept any gifts. And I think this is a dumb idea.
I know it probably is.
Okay.
You would do the same thing, though, I think.
Yep, I would do it. I would do it in a second. I would do it in a heartbeat. Any parent wants their, you're not my child, but any parent wants their child to be better than they are. I don't want you to be me. I want you to be better than me. So, go talk with your dad. What's he look like? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Oh. He pulls out the picture by my mom's bed.
Yep. I remember when you took it.
So that's
He's
it.
Tall, slender, handsome
Yeah.
elven man, wearing earth clothes, looking a little bit out of place, but looking happy, standing next to a woman who is reminiscent of Zuki's features.
You look like your mom.
Mostly.
Except around the ears, right?
He's got a bit of a Thomas Hiddleston thing, the Loki from the Thor movies. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I thought that too.
That's uncanny. That's weird.
Keel, your phone buzzes again.
I'll take a look at it.
It says, "Is Zephyr there?" Question mark.
Without answering back, I'll go and knock on the bathroom door.
Someone's knocking on the door, Zeph.
What do you want?
Need you to wrap it up real quick. Somebody's trying to reach out to you.
And the first thing that comes to my mind is my mom, since nobody else would have the number. And so I actually get out of the shower as quick as I can and dry off and grab my last clean shirt and throw my midriff into the trash. And
Okay.
and head out within. I'm still dripping water off
Yeah.
my head and everything. And head out.
Okay.
Keel hands Zephyr the phone, and
You recognize
Hey.
the number. It is your mom's.
Okay.
If-
And
if you got to make a phone call, stay close by.
I will. And I look around. Is everybody in this room?
Yeah.
And I glance over at Reggie and I kind of nod my head back towards his bedroom. I don't know if he's looking my direction or not.
He's not. He seems engrossed in a conversation with Zuki.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in his bedroom then.
Okay.
Mom?
Oh, Zephyr, is that you?
It is. It is. I'm so glad you called. I was planning on calling you.
I have been worried.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. There's a lot going on right now.
There is a lot going on.
What's going on, Mom? What's wrong?
Your father, he is asking about you. I think
He is?
I think he suspects that I have contacted you. Do I tell him that I am talking to you, or do I keep it from him?
Let him know that we've talked.
He wants to see you. Can you come home?
I'm sure I can. I might be bringing a couple friends with me.
No, you must come by yourself.
Okay. How late are you going to be up tonight?
A little while longer. It is
Well-
very late, but
What
you
if I were to sneak out of here after everyone goes to sleep? I mean, would you be mad if I showed up like at 3 or 4 in the morning?
Your father needs his rest. He is still recovering.
Okay.
During the day would be better.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot I need to talk to you about too.
Come in the morning. I will make your favorite breakfast.
I will. I'll be there tomorrow morning. Whatever it takes, I'll be there, Mom.
Okay. Be safe, my son. I love you.
I will. I love you too, Mom.
And she hangs up.
Okay. So I walk out to where everybody else is at. And actually walk. Is there actually a door leading into the bathroom from here?
Yeah, there is. The bathroom has 2 doors, one from the master bedroom and one from the hall. I shouldn't say master bedroom. It's the only bedroom, but there's a
The
door
only
into the
bedroom.
bathroom from the bedroom, and then there's also a door from the hallway.
Okay. So I walk into the bathroom if it's unoccupied and grab a towel and throw it over my head so I can start drying my
Sure.
head. And then I walk out to where everybody else is at.
At some point, Reg, you're going to need to do laundry because so many people have used your towels and your
I-
sheets. And
It's might as well just set the apartment on fire, honestly. and
you
find-
know, it might not be a bad
Probably.
idea at this point.
Yeah, I've honestly, I've probably started looking in my 3 minutes of free time a day for a bigger place, you know, something
You're also
for everyone to stay at.
You're also considering
Yeah.
calling your cleaners to see if what they can do about your apartment. And
There's
Yes.
still a little bit of pizza on the underside of your door as well.
there is.
Ah,
All right. So, anybody else doing anything before bed? I would imagine.
Well, just to let you know, when I leave, I don't even think about returning the phone. I just headed over to the big chair in the corner and everything, and I'm obviously a little distraught about something, biting my fingernails and stuff, and not even looking at Zuki right now.
Ooh.
Maybe a glance to now and then, but deep
Are
in
there
thought.
any other side rooms in this place other than Reggie's room?
No, it's a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's basically you've got the bedroom, you've got the living room, you've got the kitchen. I mean, there's a balcony outside. You could like go out on the balcony if you wanted to be alone.
Zephyr, you want to talk?
He Yes, I do. Yes. Yes.
Damn puberty.
Okay. Um,
Yes, I do.
And he's looking
okay,
kind of
not
starstruck
fast
and
ready
everything. But
because Nick is going to have far too much fun with that. So you want to talk on the balcony?
of course.
She storms out to the balcony, walks first, and waits for him to go through.
So just so that you have a sense of her mindset, and Zephyr might not notice this, but she like actually slams the sliding door open so hard that like Reg is almost worried that the glass might break.
And I'm guessing I saw that.
Yes, absolutely.
And I kind of take a step back at first, but then grab a pull on the inhaler and walk out to my doom.
Okay.
Zephyr, before you go,
And I glance over. Yeah, what's up?
I'm sorry. You were right. I'm sorry. You were right.
Do I catch on to what he's telling me here?
That's up to you. As you walk out and he's saying this, you're not sure if he's apologizing to you or if he's telling you what to say. You honestly.
Well, I just did a nat 20, my only, and so okay.
All right, so head out there on the balcony, and do you leave the door open or do you slide it closed?
I close it.
Okay, as soon as you go out there,
I was turning around to close it, but if she beats me to it, then
she closes it with authority.
I might beat him to it.
Point of order, there's a large hole in that door from where the spider burrowed in from the outside.
There is not.
There is not.
The spider somehow.
that was an illusion, I think, wasn't it? or
No,
something?
it was not. The spider was absolutely in there, but it moved through without damaging the window.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Sorry, should have
Damn
made that
it.
clearer.
That's all right.
Okay. Whew. All right.
What's my favorite color? What is my favorite food? What is my middle name?
Blue? I don't know if that's her
Nailed
middle
it.
name or her favorite color, but that's the only answer that would come out.
You've known me for what, 7 days? And you're acting weird. Why are you acting weird? Stop acting weird. We have more important things to do.
You know, you're right, and I'm sorry. This whole thing has just been so overwhelming and everything. You just seemed like you were kind of in the same boat that I was, just trying to figure out where you fit in this world, and I just, my whole instincts and heart just ache for you, and I need to let you know that I'm there for you.
Yes, I know. And I'm there for you. And I'm there for Nick. And I'm there for Keel. And I'm there for Reggie. And I'm there for all of you. And you are there for all of us. And I get that. And that's great.
Of course. But I just kind of felt an empathy, kind of that same whole lost. I mean, I just barely learned about my elven heritage, which kind of scared me to death. I don't know how to, I don't know how to live in this world.
And you want me to tell you?
No, I'm learning, but I just felt like there might be a connection there with us both searching for something.
And maybe we need to figure out some of our shit first. Seems like you've got a lot of shit to figure out. I've got a lot of shit to figure out. So maybe we can work on figuring out our mutual shit before we create more.
I'm not trying to create any, and you're right. I'm sorry.
Are you going to keep acting weird?
I don't. I've acted weird my whole life. I've never really had many friends. All I have is my music.
Oh,
I don't know anything other than music. And he gets a little
Listen,
teary.
I like your music. I mean, most of the time. Sometimes it gets annoying when you play and play and play, but that's beside the point. I like your music. Your music is good. You're weird, but not too weird.
And are you saying
But-
there's a chance? No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
You're acting weird towards me, and I need you to stop acting weird towards me. We've got too much shit to figure out. Stuff to get together. You can't run 300 feet without dealing with. You're in dangerous situations, and you are working on a lot of personal shit. You've got to work on getting yourself together. You've got to work on getting yourself out of
You're
danger.
right. You're right. And I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. I just saw you struggling with everything that you've been doing as well. And I just felt like I could reach out, and I don't know. I don't know. This is all so new to me too. Everything. Even this confusion I'm feeling, even this weirdness, it's all new to me. I mean, right now I'm sitting there, I just talked with my mom, and I need to figure out a way to get out of here and go see her tomorrow. And I don't even know what to say to anybody.
So go and
I-
see her. Figure
Just
it out.
leave. You think that's okay? Just going?
You can tell everybody, hey guys, I got to go see my mom. I think they'll understand.
I don't know. Reggie
We've
gets
all
pretty intense whenever
sort of,
anybody leaves. He's a pretty intense guy.
Yeah.
And I, to be honest, I don't like how he treats you sometimes. He seems to treat you like a kid. And I don't
Yeah.
see you as a kid. I want you to know that. But I can feel your hurt. I can feel some pain.
Okay, you're acting weird again. Stop it.
I'm not trying to act weird.
Listen, we can't stay out here much longer because Nick is already going to be stupid when we go back in. So I just need you to act like a normal person for once.
Can I act
Over the past.
as normal as I can? But can you take it down just a little bit? Sometimes you get pretty intense yourself, you know. You tend to shut people out. You just disappear. It's so dangerous for you to be out on your own. I mean, I'd be even willing to go with you. As much as I hate this whole Elvin thing, somebody should be going with you. If it's not me, take somebody else. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this by yourself.
Nick goes with me.
He did that one time, and then you cockroached on that other guy's leg, and you were out of here. And we were like running all over the place. We had no idea where you were. We were scared to death. We thought I didn't know what to think, period.
It was half an hour. I was okay. It was a mistake, but it led to potentially some good stuff. So I don't know.
Can you take it down just a little bit?
Maybe.
Just draw the intensity back just a bit?
Can you?
Yes, I will. And you're right. I'm sorry if I've been acting weird around you. It's not what I want to come across as is weird. I really don't. But I'm just trying to find my place where I belong. This is the longest I've ever been around anybody. And
7 days? Really?
yeah, really. You gotta understand. It hasn't been easy. He takes out his inhaler and takes another puff on it.
She puts out her hand like a handshake. She's like, does he take it?
He does. He hesitates just a second, remembering how the claws seem to come out from it, and but then puts out his hand and grabs hers.
It's pineapple pizza. You should have figured that out first.
Ah,
And she
jeez, you
handed
didn't
off
ask me what your favorite food was.
Yeah, she
You
did.
asked me your color. Oh, did she? Blue. I've got to ask real quick. What color tiger does she turn into? Is it the orange, or is she like a black and white tiger for the whole winter?
No, regular orange.
Okay, that's what I needed to
You
know.
want to ask her?
No, I said, can I just say that whole tiger thing you do? That's pretty dang awesome. That's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah.
Is that
it
weird to say?
No, because it's pretty dang awesome.
It is. And I just got to tell you that the cockroach kind of freaks me out a little bit, and I'm not too big on rats, but that tiger thing, that's like the bomb.
She turns into a cockroach and crawls inside.
He kind of gets shivers and everything, but he follows her back in.
Now, Reggie, did you keep Nick from trying to spy on them?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. He didn't need to keep me. I'm not spying on him.
Okay, just
That's
checking.
creepy. It's creepy.
And trying to force them into a bed together isn't?
Thank
Well,
you.
that wasn't the intention, because that's just gross. Especially when I'm in the room. I actually wanted them to just rest.
Yeah,
Well,
that was kind of the vibe, right? No,
it was kind of the vibe you were giving off. I'm just saying.
I do think it would be very funny if, like, the three of us were by the screen door, like by the door, and immediately when they come, we all like flip and like Keel's holding a book upside down, like Nick is just leaning against the wall. Like,
Except for the fact that Keel already told you guys to all knock it off, so he wouldn't be party to it. But Reg and Nick could certainly have done that.
yeah.
I would only follow Reg's lead. I wouldn't do it by myself.
How about this? Instead, Reggie is sitting in a chair at the little like table and facing the door, and is just staring at the door with his arms crossed.
at the sliding door.
Or at the sliding door.
Okay. So you come in and you come into Reg's stare.
Well, he probably does. Did he even notice Zuki coming in?
Probably not, because she kind of went through a little crack and just kind of scuttled in.
No.
Settle in over to my little bed nest, and then I re-Zuki.
And all of a sudden, Zuki just appears in the corner. And Zephyr
And I
comes
come
walking in.
kind of feeling almost a little bit of relief and everything, like some of the pressure's been taken off. I don't know why he has that feeling, but he does kind of.
Now, do you guys crash out for the night or any other antics?
Crash out for the night.
Okay.
Well, I actually let everybody know. I actually returned Keel's phone to him at this point and said, my mom, there's something going on with my dad. I need to go see her tomorrow morning. And kind of not trying to cringe, but just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning is turning into a bit of a like free day, I guess. Yes, no, check on your parents. I will offer the same thing I offered to Zuki. Would you like anyone to go with you and maybe wait outside in a car so they're close by?
My mom specifically said I had to come by myself. I don't know. Maybe you could drop me off down the block or something, but
Is that
I just assume
Is that suspicious behavior for your mother?
me just walking up to the door.
No, her asking you specifically to come alone.
She's actually quite private person, and so no,
All right.
it's not a surprise to me, especially with what's been going on with my dad. She knows we've been kind of struggling.
Okay.
Zuki, give me another perception check as you're settling down to sleep.
11. God,
Okay.
tonight 11s.
Okay.
So everybody
Uh,
settles into their sleeping places and crashes out, and morning comes. Reasonably uneventful night, other than the troubled thoughts of all that has come before. And you guys wake up bright and early. I would imagine certainly Zuki and Zephyr wake up bright and early.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so and
Whose
there's
alarm was that?
The alarm just went off to wake you up.
Yeah,
so
I thought It was the alarm to wake up.
Yes.
We gotta go.
All right. So Zuki, what do you do in the morning?
Probably if there's anything in his house, I eat some breakfast and actually at this point, Reggie just kind of broke it to everybody that I was going to visit people. I guess I wasn't super specific, but is everybody up by that point?
Yeah.
So I guess Reggie kind of told you guys, but yeah, I guess today is the day to visit the parents. So I'll be back.
Wait, before you go, can I get that bracelet for the winter lady?
The bracelet for the what?
Go see the winter.
The bracelet? No, I have a necklace for her. And
Wanted to stop.
are you wanting to go visit her? Yes?
Yes.
Without, okay.
You got your questions answered. I didn't get a single thing answered on my end.
Okay. She didn't really clarify whether I'm supposed to be handing this off, but tell you what, why don't I activate it and you can walk on through if that's what you want to do?
Well, we were gonna wait to see you guys off. So if you just let me hold on to it, I'll give it back to you when you get back.
Huh.
I feel like I should
We gotta
ask
run
her
and do
before I
something
hand
with
it off.
Keel first.
Sorry?
We gotta drop Zephyr off. You were gonna run off, so I wanted to grab it just so that we could have it. I mean, clearly they said I could have access, so they said I could come, so it should be no big deal.
Well, yeah, but I feel like I should ask her before I hand off this particular item to her. I'm not really comfortable with it before asking her first.
Are you like kind of fingering it self-consciously as he's talking about it?
Yes.
You don't have two
Yes.
necklaces anymore. You have one.
Which one do I have?
Strangely, neither. It's a different necklace.
What does it look like?
It looks like a snowflake sun yin yang merged together. You're not sure when or how it happened, but it feels like summer and winter have somehow blended in those two necklaces.
I don't have the winter necklace anymore. I have something different and I don't know how.
Ooh. Can I see?
She shows it to him without taking it off her neck.
All right. Is there any sort of written script on it
Nope.
now?
There is not.
Well, that's interesting.
We should definitely
Terrifying.
take that to show. What's his name? You know, your favorite bartender. Can't miss him. Seems suspicious
Favorite
now. Probably a little dangerous to let her have it running around with it.
Oh, I'm sorry, to let me have it?
For your own safety.
Oh,
If it's changed into something else, what could it do to you?
so you're more responsible and thus should have the necklace instead of me?
No, I didn't say take it. I said give it to the bartender.
Oh,
Remember the
I get it.
conversation we just had?
bartender is more responsible than Zuki.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving this to him.
Suki, dear, just we don't exactly know what this is, and I'm unfamiliar with how they work. Just be aware that if you use this to travel or communicate, you don't know where you will travel to or who you will communicate while wearing it. Okay?
All right, well, today I'm not using the necklace.
Oh.
I'm also not giving it to anyone. But if you would like me to try to contact Winter to make a portal so that you can go visit, then I would be happy to do that.
Sure. Go ahead. Activate the necklace. That's what I'd like to
What?
see.
Hang on. Can we not?
Oh,
We're
no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
do-
She's got an excellent idea.
Just
Perfect.
The security
This
deposit.
one out.
This pizza already on the door. Could we go?
Okay, I haven't done anything yet. I'm happy for anybody else to weigh in on this. It wasn't me who wanted to activate the necklace.
How's Nick getting back?
I haven't been sent back via the necklace. I've been sent back via Winter. So what do you think, Reggie?
Oh, you don't want to ask that. That's a.
Oh no, you're so wise and you seem to know the answers to these things. So what do you think?
All right, easy.
Nick wants me to open a portal to Winter so that he can go visit.
You know what? You want your independence. What do you think?
Well, Nick is his own person. Would you like me to do this?
I'm just saying that you haven't acted with any kind of civility towards anybody at this point. All I suggested was that, one, hey, I want to go see the Winter Lady. Can I borrow the necklace? And you're like, no. And then when you see that now it's merged into something else, I asked it for your safety. Maybe we should have the bartender who's looked at some other magical stuff that was way deadly. And now you're like, no, maybe it's your precious and there could be something additional with it. So maybe
Well,
you should smeagol off of it and we could try something else.
I'm happy to show it to him. I'm happy to let him give us any feedback on it. I'm not handing it off to anybody right now. But if you would like me to try or attempt to open a portal to Winter so that you can go visit Winter, I would be happy to attempt that for you.
She's so competitive.
What would you like? Because I need to leave in a few minutes, so you get to decide now.
I think you should do it.
Portal opened to Winter, if that is possible, so that you can go through and visit Winter on your own. Is that correct?
Sounds excellent.
Not in Reggie's apartment. I don't know who said that, but someone said not in Reggie's
No,
apartment.
I think you should
Maybe-
do it like in Reggie's apartment.
Would you like to go downstairs to do this?
Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Well, I think we're all in agreement there.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
All right, I
Zuki
need to
and
go
Nick,
downstairs anyway.
so Zuki
So
and
you're
Nick
welcome
head
to join.
downstairs. And Zuki, you hold on to the necklace and you concentrate and you feel the winter half get cold in your fingertips. And a portal expands outward and there is now an opening to Winter in front of you.
It's all yours, Nick.
Oh, you're so kind and generous.
You feel like this is a good idea?
Oh, I feel like everything you do is a good idea.
Oh, no, you asked me to do this one. I would have been happy to go, like you and I could have gone together, I don't know, this afternoon, tomorrow, another time. But
Oh,
if you're
I
insistent
wouldn't
that
want to
you'd like
waste
go
your
now-
time. You got to go see your dad. So I definitely didn't want to waste your time. I'll take Reggie with
Oh
me.
gosh, I only wanted to see my dad that I've never seen pretty much my
That's
whole
a big deal for sure.
That's
I
all?
support that 100%, 120%.
All right.
I'd love to see my dad too, but that's not going to happen. So good luck.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
didn't think that
take
either,
Reggie.
and then I got an opportunity. So
Yeah, so
there's
take
that.
Reggie with me because he's got some skills at interacting with the Fey Court. Because I know by myself, not a good idea. So
Wow, you
thank you.
I wish you'd thought of that before we traipsed down here and this portal is open for God knows how long.
An
Do you
ice
wanna
wolf
run up
leaps
there
out
and
of the portal.
You'll get it? I'm
Oh,
sorry,
my
what?
favorite guys.
An ice wolf leaps out of the portal.
Welcome to the show.
It's looking at you.
At me or at him?
It's looking at you expectantly.
Me?
Yeah.
Nick was the one who wanted to go visit you guys apparently.
Huh?
So
It looks back. It looks over at you, Nick. It bounds forward, grabs you in its teeth, and drags you through the portal. And the portal closes. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What? What just happened?
Nick got what he asked for.
What?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
that's our show for tonight. Remember, remember tomorrow we have Fiasco, which will be an in-person around the table style Fiasco instead of our normal talking head style, with the return of Reardon, not the character Reardon, but the player Reardon, Dragon Maya, Cali Dragon, myself, and Drunk Dragon will be around the table entertaining you. On Friday, we will have a Web of Lies with a special guest star. Saturday, Drunken Dread with... this is a special guest star week is what it is. Because Drunken Dread, we're going to have subs.
Sweeps week.
It's sweeps week, and then Sunday we have our AMA. This is like the craziest week ever. So tune in, and then in just another week's time, you can find out what happened to poor Nick. In the meantime, keep releasing that positive energy out into the world. Keep playing games, and just keep being awesome. We'll see you guys in the chat room. Have a good night.